Yeah, of course, making a second start. We have 4 teenagers in the field today. One of those is 19-year-old Jesse Love from Menlo. Is that Menlo Park, California? I almost added an extra I there. He drives the number 2 car last week in Talladega, Alabama. He stretched out fuel mileage to win his first career race.
This place is big, it's fast, it's wide open, it's unpredictable. Here we go. Jesse Love wins the opening stage.
What's up, Daniel? What's up, motherfuckers and party people? How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a great fucking day and you're ready for some racing at the Monster Mile at Dover, Delaware.
There's a lot more to 19-year-old Jesse Love.
Hell yeah.
Just the guy who jumps in a race car and
Because
goes
I
fast.
sure am.
He surfs, he golfs,
I'm sure
he plays
fucking
the
ready.
drums. He also claims that one of his favorite bands is...
Last night was not a good night, but I'm feeling better today. Sometimes you just gotta sleep on it. I was not in a good place last night. And my TV froze. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And it froze again. It froze again. Okay. They can't figure it the fuck out. My TV muted. Okay. We restart. We start over. Okay? Fucking, okay. My TV does that sometimes. Kyle Busch is on the pole for the Cup race tomorrow. I was watching the end of qualifying there. Kaz Gralla had a hard crash in practice. So, he is alright, which is good. I was a little concerned there, honestly. It looked like a bad one, but
really well
he's fine.
Towards the end, things got dicey.
Yeah? How was that Monday morning meeting with Austin?
A little bit of drama with Parker and Austin.
Now the 48's clear. Oh, there goes Austin Hill out of shape. Can't hang on to it.
But, this looks like it might be a rainy race. At first I was thinking the race might be rain shortened. Now I'm not thinking it will be. I think we're going to see a delay before halfway. It says that it's supposed to rain around 2:15. This race starts at around 1:45, so...
kind of proved everybody I can win at this level,
yeah.
And just something that I pressure myself to go do.
So that'll be the deal for today. I guess we'll just wait it out.
Who do you think has been the biggest influence in your path to this point?
But yeah, we will get the race started, but
he races well. He grew up racing with Jeff.
Don't know how far we'll get.
Jeff obviously
did pretty well for himself.
It says that the rain is supposed to end completely around. Let me look again. Sunset at Dover is 7:52. Let me see if Bob has like an estimated like track drying time at Dover.
It does not sound like I'm sitting with a 19-year-old.
I just try to be genuine to who I am, and sometimes that gets me in trouble.
I did read that you want to win 8 championships.
Every Cup driver's laughing at me right now. That was something that I learned, right? How hard it is at this level. When you're 14 years old.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem to have like a good. Bob didn't like tweet any like estimated drying time, but I'm assuming it'd be about an hour and a half. Or just an hour. Actually, yeah, probably just closer to an hour. To dry the track. So, like I said, sunset's at 7:52. Do we get a full race in today? Rain ends around 5. So the rain's supposed to end around like 5:15, 5:30. And then yeah, we could get a whole race in today.
An 80-year-old in like a 19-year-old body. I said I've never, felt so
old and so
mature at the same time. But what advice would you have for him,
we could do that.
Jamie? He's got fast cars. He has talent.
I was gonna probably stream the Red Sox, but I guess that's not gonna happen now. Oh well.
What a good sport, because I'd have been like, I'm not done painting with you. What are we doing?
We'll take Jamie on a field trip to go painting next.
I was also probably gonna go out. Well, maybe not stream the Red Sox. I was gonna go out to eat with Dom and Alex, but maybe not now.
15 years ago to prepare for the race. That doesn't mean that they all use it. Jesse Love, though, from what I have heard, is he's engaged and he wants to do well. He's doing everything he needs to do. And I think you kind of talking about him having an.
But how you doing today, Lucas? Yeah, Busch got the pole. I was watching the end of qualifying there.
He's able to apply them and go out and obviously he's performing on all these different tracks.
Who does he remind you of, Larry?
Well, it's not who he reminds me of. It's who he reminds his owner of, Richard Childress. Earlier this week, Richard Childress said
He reminds me of Kevin Harvick. Now, Jesse Love just won in his 9th career start. Kevin Harvick ran one race for RCR in 1999, the full season in 2020.
But Brandon Jones is on pole for this race with Riley Herb starting on the front row.
About this young man, qualified.
My man Sheldon starting in 5th.
Top 10s, but he's completed all but one lap of competition.
Ryan Truex, last year's winner, starting 12th. And he's my pick to win today. Again, I think Ryan Truex, I don't know if I picked him last year when he won. I don't remember. I think I did, but he's my pick to win today.
Well, we love Love. So we love Jesse Love. Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do today, starting a little bit outside of, the top 5, but we'll see what he can do. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna scare this hippo away the same way that I scared away all my past relationships. Alright. If he comes up. I love you! Oh, look, he's not even coming up. We're good. Do you want to meet my parents?
So tall. Good job, buddy. So tall.
But the green flag for Dover is 1:47. The stages are lap 45 is the end of the stage 1, 45 for stage 2, so that'll end lap 90, and then the final 110 laps is the final stage. Fuel run is 87 to 95 laps, so you wouldn't have to worry about that in the first 2 stages, but in the final stage, if it went green, you would.
Crisp finish. Perfect for those who never settle for less than they deserve. Modelo Oil, the gold standard of light beer.
This week only, large 2-topping pizzas at Domino's are just $6.99 each when you carry out, like melty pepperoni and green peppers, or Pam and tangy pineapple. The combinations are pretty endless. Act fast and get your favorite large 2-topping pizza for just $6.99 each this week only at Domino's.
This is it. This is when we find out. Quick question. Student body math proficiency.
What?
What do we say? It's good, very
Get out of here, Nick.
Understood. Hey, excuse me. We get you real in-depth school info.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
I'm turning 30 soon and I want to be a good person.
You're a nightmare.
But you're lovely.
It may not sound like it, but this is actual progress at 225 miles per hour. Shell Renewable Race Fuel, reducing emissions by 60% in all NTT IndyCar Series races. We're moving forward with IndyCar because we're moving forward with everybody. Shell, powering progress.
Doctors are like you. Too much fast food, not enough exercise. We don't have time for 5 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. That's why I take Field of Greens. Each fruit and vegetable supports my heart, lungs, kidneys, and metabolism for energy and weight loss. And at your next checkup, Field of Greens promises your doctor will notice your improved health or your money back.
Get 15% off and free rush shipping at fieldofgreens.com. Product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Money back terms and conditions apply.
We got a busy weekend tomorrow right here on FS1. Racing is going to get you set for cup racing out at Dover. We're going to have interviews with Tyler Reddick, Martin Truex Jr., Bubba Wallace, and much, much more. Our coverage starts at 1 p.m. Let's head back out to Regan Smith one more time, who's standing by with the $100,000 man for last week.
Well, another one of the drivers going for $100,000 today. The guy that won the $100,000 a week ago, Ryan. See, you guys have been on a tear with your car, with your team, consistent, fast. How nice does that make it coming to the racetrack?
Oh, no, it makes it that much better. You know, I mean, everything's paid off, and it's been fun to come to the racetrack and contend and have fast cars each week. But we're trying to go out there to get that another 100K. I tried to double it last night at the casino on Black Roulette, but they wouldn't accept that the big check from last week. But no, it's been fun. You know what I mean? We have a good stretch of races coming up, so the guys keep bringing fast psyops forward. So it's been a lot of fun to drive that one.
I had Star Sport team today, and I can tell you, Ryan, I had trouble cashing the big check too. They don't like the big check, Shannon.
You know what that says to me is he was taking that whole money and he was going all in, right? So should he be all in today?
Double down.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so impressed with this team that's out of Georgia. You know, they don't really have a lot going on with anyone else. They're 5 points above the cut line right now. Intermediate seems to be his bread and butter. Top 10 at Dover 2 of the last 3, 7th at Vegas, and 2nd at Texas. So this is the type of track he seems to perform with.
All right, let's see if one of us picked him to win the race. What's your pick?
I am going to go with Justin Allgaier. He's won here twice, finished 3rd here last year.
It's a good pick.
And I sold him a second ago as the guy to beat. So I will go with Justin Allgaier.
Good pick.
I'm going to go with one of those Truex boys. And one here a year ago, Ryan Truex will get his 2nd career win today, back-to-back at Old Monster Mile.
That would be quite the celebration for sure. I'm going to go Riley Herbst. He just barely got the pole, didn't he? Starting 2nd out there today.
Barely missed the pole.
Barely missed the pole.
It's one of those two for sure.
It is one of those two. I think these are all 3 great picks. Wondering who folks at home picked. Well, let's head trackside for opening ceremonies to get this baby started at Dover. 200 miles at the Monster Mile. Never know what's going to happen.
Please rise as you are able and remove your hats. And veterans, render a hand salute as the Caesar Rodney High School's Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome from Dover Air Force Base, Chaplain Gogan.
Almighty God, thank you for this beautiful day in which we get to come and enjoy this incredible event. Thank you for the talents of those who have shared with us to make this all possible. Keep our drivers and their crews safe. Bless their efforts and fill us with joy as we celebrate. It's in your mighty name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Dover Air Force Base Eagle Choir Airman, Nolan Kuhn.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hell yeah. Matt Benedetto's in the race today.
And 2-time winner Justin Allgaier get his 3rd win today, or maybe it's Chandler Smith that will drive to victory lane for another time this season. Adam Alexander and the guys have a call on the other end of the commercial.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back. Now with Skyrizi, I'm all in with clear skin. Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bear my skin, yeah, that's on me. Nothing is everything. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clear skin at 4 months. And most people were clear even at 5 years.
Matt does race the last 4 races, but he is part-time.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Introducing the most powerful Tacoma ever. With the shut the front door handle. Also known as the Seriously Wrong handle. Or the Whoa 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 handle. And even the No Me Gusta handle. Standard on the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
Tonight, your body clock is 3 time zones ahead. So you're up early. Hey, at least you get first crack at fresh waffles.
Bon appetit.
Oh, I will.
What? Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, shine.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then there's the after. That boost you get when you look and feel your best.
Yeah, this race will go green here in about 10, 12 minutes.
The Bush Guide. Cold and smooth survival skills.
Going to be 200 laps at Dover, but we're going to get some rain.
Signal rescuers.
How long have I been?
12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
Far too few people know what a McCrispy is, but the ones who do say it's juicy. And when you taste it, you'll say that too.
Hello, Ghostbusters. It's Doug. We help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. We got a bit of a situation. Sure, I can help. Liberty, 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 liberty. In theaters now.
Meet Ultimate Hybrid. Advanced ceramic and wax technology. The best of both worlds, but better. Only from Mothers.
No one said your first win would come easy.
Jesse Love, first career win comes at Talladega.
The Monster Mile only allows the most daring to claim their first victory here.
Ryan Truex, his first ever Xfinity victory.
But in the end, only one can survive. For all others, heartbreak. Today, will a new driver rise to the occasion, or will it take a veteran to overcome the monster?
Fox NASCAR live in Dover, Delaware. Today, NASCAR Xfinity Series drivers trying to tame the monster. It's round 10 in 2024. You know, a week ago, we were at the wide open Talladega Super Speedway, and it was a rookie who delivered. Jesse Love winning for the first time in his career. He rolls 8th this afternoon. A season ago, right here at Dover, we had a first-time winner in the form of Ryan Truex. Can he go back-to-back? He's starting 12th today. And on the pole, the driver going for his first win of the season, Brandon Jones, leading us to the green for the third time in his career here at Dover. So good to have you with us on this Saturday afternoon. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody, with a couple of NASCAR champions, drivers who have won right here, Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney.
Logano and Blaney in the booth today.
How do you tame the monster?
I think it changes a lot. Listen to the broadcast before we got on air here. I think this track is going to go for a massive change. There's not much rubber on the racetrack right now. It's been pretty cool out, but I think as they make laps and rubber starts to lay down, they're going to have to be ready to adjust their cars.
I hate when they ignore on the broadcast the fact that rain is coming. Like, I hate when they ignore that. Like, rain is coming, guys. But you wouldn't know just by watching the broadcast.
You might think you're good early, but once the track gets a little darker, lay some rubber down, it's going to change completely. So really have to be paying attention of how the track's changing and how to adjust for that.
We gave you some drivers to watch off the top. Now I deliver the favorite today. Justin Allgaier has been incredible here in the last 10 races. 9 top 3s. Why is driver 7 so good at this place?
Well, we talked about it, being ready for the track to change. Justin's been here many, many times and has been very strong, and he knows where his car is going to go over the long run, where his tires will fall off to. We talked about the green track to start here. It's also, as it rubbers up, the tires will last longer as well. So I think Justin does a good job understanding not just how to go fast, but how to make it last.
Yeah, very patient, and that's what you need today.
9 top 3s, 2 wins, but he hasn't won so far in 2024. Maybe today is the day for Allgaier. Let's go trackside now and get the command.
Dover Motor Speedway. This is the moment you have been waiting for. Welcome, Bet Rivers Online Casino and Sportsbook Ambassador, Dan O'Toole.
It looks like a tool.
Dover, are you ready to go racing? Drivers, start your engine!
Hell yeah, them engines are fired, getting ready to go fast and left, son.
The engine engines have fired. It's time for 200 laps in Dover, Delaware. We're doing battle at the Monster Mile after you watch this on FS1.
This making you uncomfortable? Good. When you've got type 2 diabetes like me, you have up to 4 times greater risk of stroke, heart attack, or worse, death. Even when meeting your A1C goal. Discomfort can help you act. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm empowering you to get real with your healthcare provider. Talk to them about lowering your risk of stroke, heart attack, or death.
It's not just about how you get there, but what you make happen along the way. Introducing the 2024 F-150. A tradition of excellence, where strength and adaptability meet. Your journey, your legacy to define. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Today on Fox, Arenado and the Cardinals take on Alonso and the Mets. Or the Reds battle Seager and the Rangers. Today at 4 Eastern on Fox. Tonight on Fox, Birmingham.
The commercial's 200, yep, pretty much.
Or San Antonio takes on Arlington. The United Football League, tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Here's spring. We've been waiting for you because it's time to buy a new Toyota Tundra, gas or hybrid with 1.99 APR for 48 months, plus $1,000 customer cash. Signed, Burdick Toyota in Cicero. See BurdickToyota.com.
When the Jinx came out, I said, oh my God.
Hi. When Bob has a friend, he expects blind loyalty.
When you have a whole lot of money, people are willing to do things for you.
What do you do when your best friend kills your other best friend?
The trial's gonna be a zoo.
Watch The Jinx Part 2 on Max with Verizon Fios.
Spring. We've been waiting for you because the all-new, completely redesigned 2024 Toyota Tacoma has arrived. Over 40 available, arriving daily. Reserve yours today. Signed, Burdick Toyota in Cicero. See BurdickToyota.com.
Today, the NASCAR Xfinity Series taking on the Monster Mile. Stage 1 at Dover goes to the hometown driver. Get out the groove. It's a sweep. Ryan Truex does it again. First career victory for Ryan Truex. It comes at Dover.
Attaboy. I knew you did it, man. I knew we'd get one.
What a track to have a dominant race car, right? And just go out there and spank the field.
Logano said it best a year ago here. He went out and he spanked the field. He swept the day. Dominating performance for Truex. He started 12th here a year ago. Guess where he starts today?
Starts 12th.
How about 12th? Now let's dial him up.
All right. Ryan Truex, Ryan Blaney, Joe Logano, Adam Alexander up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Well, pal, you were fantastic here last year. Got your first win. Dominated that race. Starting in the same spot that you started in last year. Do you think you can repeat what you did?
Yeah, I think so. I think our car is good enough to do it. We ran practice all the way out yesterday. I was a little on the free side. Track changed a good bit from, when we started to when it built rubber up. So I'm expecting a bit of the same today.
What's up, Isaiah? How are you doing today? I'm sorry about the Phoenix Suns, bro. Timberwolves are just, yeah, they really are. I'm in a lot better of a mood today than I was last night. I definitely needed to sleep on it, but yeah, that was rough.
This pit crew, I think, is the best on pit road. So I expect good things on pit road and just do my job on the track. We'll be in good shape.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like you got it all figured out. Best luck to you. Make it back-to-back, hopefully 2 years in a row.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
We mentioned the fact Truex starts in the 12th position today. Let's look at our starting lineup. Qualifying happened here yesterday at Dover. Brandon Jones on the pole, second time this season, third at the Monster Mile, going alongside Riley Herbst, who's making his best start of 2024. Row 2, we mentioned the favorite Justin Allgaier alongside Austin Hill, who's won twice this season.
And after that, Kyle Weatherman, a great qualifying effort for him and his team next to Sheldon Creed, looking to turn some stuff around this year. Following row, you have Chandler Smith starting alongside last week's winner at Talladega, Jesse Love.
A.J. Allmendinger in row 5 alongside Taylor Gray, who hasn't made many Xfinity starts but had a great one in his first start.
Row 6, I think, is one to look out for. Cole Custer, we just talked to Ryan Truex. Both are really good at this racetrack. I'll be looking forward to seeing those guys come up through the field.
2 of the 3 drivers in the field who have won, joining Allgaier in that category. Row 7, Sammy Smith, top 10 here last year as a rookie alongside Ryan Sieg, who won the $100,000 last week at Talladega Superspeedway. And 2 weeks ago at Texas, he was oh so close to picking up the win by that much. Sam Mayer got him at Texas Motor Speedway. That equates to 2 1,000ths of a second. But that run 2 weeks ago made him eligible for the Dash for Cash, and he was able to finish 17th. That was the best of the 4 drivers last week at Talladega, so he takes home the $100,000. Here are the drivers going for the big payout today. Riley Herbst starts second, as we said. Jesse Love, who won last week, is 8th in the starting lineup today. And Anthony Alfredo, coming off a career best last week, starts at the rear. After qualifying 21st, he had some unapproved adjustments. Let's hear now from our pit reporters. We begin with Regan Smith, who won right here.
That's so annoying.
In 2015.
I was trying to write out my stream schedule for next week, and then I left the app to go check the time for something, and then it refreshed the app and deleted my whole community post. That's so annoying.
With your rookie driver, does it take any pressure off? Change anything that
Whatever, I'll do it later.
And how you do it? He said, we're going to keep doing the exact same thing. We want to complete all the laps, give Jesse all the experience we can early on in the year. He said, one thing to look out for, though, now we're going to start trying to be more aggressive at the start of these races and learn how to get forward quicker in these races. Josh Sims.
Well, Regan, Carson Quapple's getting set for his second career Xfinity start after an impressive debut where he finished 4th place at Martinsville. Now, Quapple's already raced on this track this weekend, and the ARCA race last night came home 3rd. And when I spoke to him earlier, he said, while he did get some experience out there on the track, this car is very different. What he did say is that race did a lot for his confidence and understanding this track.
Hi, Daddy. What's up, Andy? How's it going?
Several categories on speed, and the 88 team feels like they've got something.
You ready for the cars to go fast and left?
This young talent. Hope to see a lot more of him driving that 88.
Rain's coming, though. Rain is coming. Let's get an update on the radar. Update on when the rain is coming.
2024, and the drivers who are winning the race, series regulars that have gotten it done. 2 for Chandler Smith, a pair of wins for Austin Hill. Sam Mayer, we showed you the close finish at Texas. Jesse Love last week. 17 combined wins for those drivers in their career. Then you look at drivers.
Well, now it's saying it's not as much.
And
now it's saying if it comes, it'll come around 2:45. I don't know. We'll just fucking have to wait and see. Because the radar is always changing and it's so annoying.
So far in 2024.
Give it time. Give it time. They will win. Every one of those most likely will win at some point this season. Those are 3 great drivers. You said it with a lot of experience. And we brought it up earlier. Justin Allgaier. He's had 9 out of the last 10 races here, finishing in the top 3. He will be strong again today. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be. Right along with Cole Custer on pit road right now. I expect him to be pretty good here today as well.
Look at our race analysis. Today's race, 200 laps. That equals 200 miles. At this 1-mile concrete layout. Stage 1, stage 2, 45 laps apiece. 110 laps in the final stage. You see the fuel window there, and that could be significant because the way you play the strategy in the final stage, especially if we go on those long green flag runs, can be a difference maker.
And that's what happened here last year. There was a long green flag run. They actually made a green flag pit stop. They ran it to the very, very end. But they're about out of gas. They're going to have to pit under green to do that. Who knows how this race plays out?
Toyota on board today with Ryan Truex starting 12th, as we said earlier. Now we look at our Fox weather. 59 degrees. Cloudy skies. There is a chance of some rain, but we hope that stays away and we get things going and run to our scheduled distance. As we anticipate the green flag, let's go Team Radio Riley Herbst to the 98.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be streaming the Red Sox now. That was my original plan, was to maybe stream the Red Sox after the race, but I don't think that'll end in time. based on the weather. But if it does, I don't even know if I will, even if it does. Because I might be going out with Dom and Alex. Travis Quapple's brother's in the 88. Is that his brother or his son? I thought that was his son.
At all different types of racetracks. That's solid for a rookie.
Yeah, it is. You know, he's really impressed. I think a lot of people this year with how he's approached the year and how well of a job he's done. You know, just early on in the season already, and I think he's just going to keep getting better and better. You know, as he gets laps under his belt and gets more comfortable with these cars. So just
he's Travis Quapple's son. You know, you guys know I met Travis Quapple. That was actually the first NASCAR driver I ever met.
To figure out how they can get Jesse going faster early in the race. A typical rookie move, right, is where you have to learn the first half of the race, then the second half you're stronger. Right, he's got that win under his belt now. He can be a little bit more aggressive early in the race. Hopefully they're able to find speed sooner, and that will definitely turn.
Alrighty, here we go.
See those drivers dropping to the rear.
Get ready to go green.
Unapproved adjustments, so they'll have some ground to make up. Headliner there, Anthony Alfredo, who's going for the dash for cash. Back-to-back top tens for him. Qualifying yesterday, we said Brandon Jones wins the pole. It's his second this year. If you remember, he won at Martinsville, but he had some adjustments, had to come from the back. Today, he gets the view from the front.
Alrighty. Green flag is in the air. We are racing from Dover. Brandon Jones takes the lead out of the first turn on the backstretch.
Good job initially as he fights with Justin Allgaier. Looks like he's going to have a good shot at clearing the 98.
Yeah, that's what Justin Allgaier wants. We talk about how strong he is here. He's going to get himself into second place as they go 3 wide. No, almost 3 wide. Looked like he was there for a minute down in the turn 1. With Justin Allgaier back to that, he's going to be able to run his pace right here. He's going to be able to try to separate himself a little bit, possibly, and be able to manage his tires.
Now you see the left rear of these cars as they get into turn 3, how much they move, you know, how much, there's a big bump, you know, getting in there. We always talk about, you drop into these corners, and it's a huge, like, 2-story drop, but turn 3 under the bridge, it's actually way rougher than turn 1 entry, so it's neat to see these cars, you know, really get out of shape, and that's something we work on a lot when we come to this racetrack.
Two young drivers for position there, the 19 Taylor Gray inside of Jesse Love in the 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, Blaney, it's neat to see it. Not so much until we feel it.
This is where the view from the booth is much better, right?
Oh, it's got a little gray under it.
You're going to see that a lot today, especially with these cars, right? I mean, especially early, you know, in the race where the rubber's not down and the track isn't very wide. You see Jesse Love pitching Allgaier, you know, pretty tight to the apron, and these cars are so side course. That it's easy for the bottom car to get out of shape, so it's how do you manage that?
In the pylon, drivers highlighted in purple, those going for the dash for cash. Final round of our dash for cash today, and the caution is out early.
Caution.
An incident in turn 1.
35. JJ Yaley. That looks like a hard hit.
Rookie backer in there pretty hard.
Looks like he
a lot of damage.
Has a little left front damage. Left front headlight.
Window net is down, so he is done for the afternoon. Let's go back and see if we can pick up what happened in progress here.
They come into turn 1. You see the wreck's already started.
Yeah, that's just a hard hit.
Damage for Haley Deegan in the 15.
Yeah, Haley Deegan got damage in that.
Off that car. She was down the inside wall.
We need to hit the track between 2:30 and 2:45. Will we make it to halfway? By then, I don't think so.
Best finish 12th last Saturday at Talladega.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that left front fender is very important here for downforce.
Early caution at Dover. Top 5, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, Riley Herbst, Creed, and Chandler Smith.
Nothing comes close to this place in the morning.
I'm so glad I can still come here. You see, I was
Also, track drying
HCM,
does not
and there
take
were some
that
days I
long.
was so
They're
short
saying
of
it's
breath. I thought
concrete,
I'd
so it
have
won't
to
take
settle
that
for
long.
Never stepping
So,
foot on this trail again.
I don't know how long that
became
means.
great
I'd assume
at
under
making
an hour
excuses.
to dry the
But I have
track.
people who count on me, so I talked to my cardiologist. I said there
Let me
must
check
be
the
more
radar
we can do
again.
for my symptoms. He told me about a medication called Camzyos.
Funny
He said
game show. Let me,
Camzyos works
let
by
me check
targeting
the.
what's causing my obstructive HCM. So he prescribed it, and I'm really glad he did.
Camzyos is used to treat adults with symptomatic obstructive HCM. Camzyos
Okay,
may
now it just
improve your
says
symptoms and your ability
245.
to be active. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including
But it's so
heart failure that can
confusing
lead to
too,
death.
because it's
A risk
like,
that's increased if you develop a serious infection
don't know.
or irregular heartbeat or when taking certain other medicines. So do not stop, start, or change medicines or the dose without telling your healthcare provider. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help if you experience
because like right now it
worsening
says it's right on
symptoms
the edge of
heart
the
failure.
fucking property.
Because of this risk, Camzyos is
But then if you like
only
even
available through a
fast forward
restricted
like 1
program.
minute, it'll
Before
say
taking
no, it's not
Camzyos,
coming
tell your
yet.
doctor about all of your
So
medical
I don't know.
conditions,
It's,
including
I don't know,
current or
man.
planned pregnancy.
These
To take
radars
the
can't make
Camzyos,
sense.
I don't lose my breath as often.
Can't make
My
sense of
symptoms
it.
have improved, helping me go from expecting less to experiencing more. My name is Mike, and this is my Camzyos moment. Call your cardiologist
I can't understand this
today
game
and
show.
see if a Camzyos moment may be in your future too.
Funny baseball moment.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry. Outdoor time. Sticking it to the boss. That sounds fun. We have sort of a flat hierarchy, so.
Well, you the boss? Oh, you could send a boss that helps people save when they bundle.
No thanks, I'm not gonna say that.
Your local Ace is the largest national retailer of steel power
That
tools.
is crazy.
Gas or battery? You won't find this full lineup at a warehouse store. You can find it at Ace. Order online and get free pickup or free assembly and delivery.
Ace, the place for hardware, folks.
Remember space and legroom? That's more like it.
Yeah, that baseball announcer got hit by that fucking ball. The Red Sox like sideline reporter just keeps catching these foul balls and like keeps almost getting hit by them.
Arby's. Buy Arby's on Arby's dime. Online only. Arby's, we have the meats.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Jesse Love out front, can he hang on? Jesse Love out of fuel.
What a heartbreaker for him.
Double overtime at Talladega. Jesse Love in control of the field. Jesse Love, the rookie, first career win comes in Talladega.
Redemption for Atlanta.
We've only had 2 minutes of racing so
Wild
far.
day, wild finish,
Not even.
as we often experience at Talladega, but it all worked out for Jesse Love, who wins for the first time in his career in his 9th start. That got us to thinking, through 9 races, what were some other champions looking like? So we do a comparison with Reddick in his rookie year through 9 starts when he was able to win the championship in 18, and then what Chase Elliott did in 2014. The numbers very comparable, and in some categories even better for Jesse Love.
Yeah, you look at laps led.
Let the Austin Hill rage begin.
A lot of great qualifying efforts. Led a ton of laps in Atlanta. I think that's where the majority of those laps led came from.
And when you look at what he's done with the stage victories, too, 4 stage wins already this year for Jesse Love. So he's putting points on the board.
No, I've seen that clip.
By the way, you didn't run full-time, Joey, but through...
Oh, this is my favorite thing ever. The Jerry Remy Donworth. They literally cannot control themselves.
Not all Caitlin Clarks are the same.
Caitlin Clark, city planner.
Just like not all internet providers are the same. Don't settle. Get real deal speed, reliability, and power with Xfinity.
Switch from gear? That's kind of my thing.
Get the real deal with Xfinity Internet today and get fast speeds and a reliable connection to all your devices anytime, even when everyone is online.
Make your first move. with battery power made by steel.
Strike to Marquez, Jones, then Guerrero.
Right now, save $50 on select battery lawnmower sets. Real steel. Find yours.
Fouled off to the left hand is 1 and 2. Pitches from Miller. First 2 innings, 43 total.
Just $9.99 for a limited time. Applebee's, FedEx, Foods, and the neighborhood.
I'll watch this video in its entirety every time I see it.
Behold the DQ freezer holding all the Blizzard flavors of the
This used to be a family show.
It's actually opening. We're opening the DQ freezer and bringing back frosted animal cookie and brownie batter. Hurry, before they're gone.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, count me in. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescuers.
How long have I been?
12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
Remember space and leg room. That's more like it. The 3-row Lexus TX.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
I know, I've been telling everyone.
Liberty. Liberty.
How many people did you tell? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Liberty.
Early caution at Dover for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. J.J. Yaley, Haley Deegan, both had damage. Yaley done for the afternoon. Let's go to the initial start. Justin Allgaier inside of row 2, outside of him, Austin Hill.
Yeah, right here you're going to see Justin Allgaier. He's going to get in behind Riley Herbst, and what's going to happen is Riley's going to lift pretty early in the turn 1. You can
say it's raining
with the speed difference to the 9. Justin says, "I'm going to run the back of you. I got to move up the racetrack." Moves up the racetrack to try to get some air. Ultimately passed Riley Herbst a little bit later, but
I don't see the rain, but
was not too excited about.
Also, they're not showing a live shot right now.
The racetrack a little bit.
Here's team radio for Austin Hill. As Joey said, a little upset.
Yeah, Derek, I have no idea what the sub was doing, but I'll remember that.
Okay, I was just going to ask you. I didn't see something that you did. I didn't know what that was all about, but 10-4, it's noted.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why Austin was not too pleased with that, right? From his point of view, he just got shoved up into the 3rd lane. But let's see. There's always 2 sides of it, so let's see Justin's side of it.
That start at 98, like, kicked up super early, and I knew the 21 was there, but I was going to plow right through the back of the 98 if I didn't.
Yeah, Westbrook got ejected last night. I actually did see that. I was watching the end of that game while I was waiting for the Suns to start. And then Josh Okogie got ejected in the Suns game, which honestly I thought that was kind of bullshit. But
mine, yours, and the truth, right? But maybe
it was like 2 minutes left. Who cares?
Actually, that was pretty truthful.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty truthful. You know. And I think when Austin Hill sees that, right, everybody will settle down and we'll move on.
Oh, yep, there's rain.
All of this puts Allgaier in the front row for now, what will be our first restart of the afternoon.
Well,
and Brandon Jones, who's in control of the race again, takes the outside lane. Mentioned J.J. Yaley done.
I don't know if we're going back green here or not. Well, right now the lights are off.
We need to get this vortex going.
Yeah, a few.
I saw a couple drops on the camera. We need to get some cars racing vortex.
You believe in that one?
You get that vortex theory going, or just maybe don't kill everyone.
Make up any excuse to try to get racing. So
I think they're going racing. Lights are out. Pace car's about to drop off. I hope. There he goes.
Alrighty. We're going.
Restart will come out. The green flag will come out, and we'll get the restart as we complete lap 13.
Ready, back green. Yeah, you can't use the damn tires here. This is not one of those tracks that you can use those.
Really powered by his teammate before they even landed into turn one.
They got a pretty good show by the 18, I think. They got connected pretty good, but yeah, that was a fantastic. And then he just powered around the 9, you know, into turn one and was able to take the lead over.
It's dangerous if that 7 gets out front here. We had his numbers off the top. This is a really, really good track for Justin.
You know, anytime you come to a racetrack that you have stats like that, all you want to do is make sure you capitalize on it. You have a great opportunity to score a lot of points. You want to make that happen today.
There was almost a big moment there between Weatherman and I believe it was the Allmendinger. They got super close off of 2, and Weatherman had his hands full. It gets so tight on the exit of these corners. You know, it just, you never think you're going to make it if you're too wide. You know, and when you got someone on your left or quarter panel, like here, I mean, look how tight together these two are. Oh. And it's, I mean, like I said, you just are lucky if you make it out of there. Both still going straight. It's props to the guys, these drivers, for really understanding and being patient, staying off each other and not pushing the issue, especially early in the race.
Well, something I noticed early in the race right here is everybody is fighting for that bottom. That whole line, you see it even down the straightaway, they're kind of cheating it down a little bit, trying to block that inside lane, make sure they have that bottom when they're in the corner right now. It shows me that the top is not in. There is not a bunch of speed up there. You do not want to be freight trained on the top. Not only do you get freight trained, but it's green up there, Ryan, and you're going to wear your tires out.
Yep.
This is the Ryan Express.
See right there.
That's the name of the game of the
We need a concrete road course. I don't even know how that would go.
Loosen them up, take that air off of them.
Would it even make a difference?
On the exit.
Kyle Weatherman, career best qualifying effort yesterday, started 6th, but he's dropped
My brain can't process
the top
that.
10. C goes by, Truex goes by, and the 8 of Sammy Smith waiting in the wings.
This is a bit of that freight train we were talking about. You get up there and then you just kind of keep following through.
We need the Bristol Roval.
Here is just trying to find a hole to get that gap, and you may see it's right there. Just turn down. It's not that easy. You can't just turn down right there.
You can't change directions very easy when you're on the edge of grip anyway. You know, and you can't just do it at the whim. I wish it was that easy, but on TV it looks way easier than what you can actually do it. So Weatherman, he's just praying for a hole here.
There's his gap right there.
Yep.
The Ryans went by. Now the Parkers doing it. Retzloff drives underneath at 91. Klingerman is there in the 48, but he's got company with Matt DiBenedetto hanging
Just
around.
rain shut down mid-broadcast.
Yeah, maybe made a good run there. They kind of fought for the bottom there, and he saw him checked out. And he said, you know what, I think I can zing into the top here and maybe make a pass. And he pulled that one off. That's good.
And you'll see that. It's almost like the Martinsville stack up.
Man, he looked like he was having a hard time.
The bottom, and you'll have a guy go to the top, and maybe he'll get a run, you know, just because they check up so much. That's similar to what happens here on restarts, really, when the track is green and you're fighting for the bottom.
Good start to the day for the 88 of Carson Quapple. Told his story a little earlier with Josh, making his second career start, but has never seen anything like what he'll face today here at the Monster Mile. 26th, has already got it up to 20th, and going to school right behind his teammate Sam Mayer.
Never an easy racetrack to come to for your first time. I remember my first start was here in the Xfinity Series here in Dover. And the first few laps, you're like, whoa. You know, it's just crazy. And, you know, it takes a few minutes just to get your bearings a little bit, understand what's going on.
Well, this place is it's only a mile, right? But it's so fast. The corners are so long. And you're on.
Oh, wow.
Allmendinger in the 16.
That was close.
A little contact there with Taylor Gray. And that loss of momentum opens the door for Cole Custer to go by on the outside.
Here it is again off of turn 2. You see AJ just kind of loosens the nose a little bit, heads up the hill. I caught his attention.
You know, you're seeing the track get a little bit darker in the corners, right? You see this, the rubber's getting laid down, so that's so hard for AJ to wrap the bottom. You know, your car's going to get in the rubber and it's going to shove the nose up, but when you got a car outside of you like that, you don't have the room you need, right? So it's super tough to make that pass on the bottom when your right's getting the rubber kind of as you're coming out of the hill.
What I see right there, though, Ryan, 25 laps into the race, Cole Custer is moving up the racetrack. There he is in the middle, 3 and 4, looking for that grip. He's fighting a little bit. He doesn't get 20 to go in the stage. Maybe he can start searching a little bit, gets that run.
You get those good runners. You know, you can kind of angle this car down the track a little bit, later than other drivers that are kind of hugging the top the whole time. So that's definitely a tool to use. It cheers up your tires.
Oh, trouble.
And we've got our second caution.
Oh, man. That guy's on fire. Gotta get out. 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 Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
He needs to get out of that one.
Get out. All right, yes. Good. He's out. He's out. I don't know who that is. Is that Kyle Weatherman?
Get out really, really fast there.
I don't know who that is. Matt Benedetto. Okay. Well, he's out. He's
running inside the top 15.
That's scary as fuck, dude.
It's Matt Benedetto in the 38. At least that's what we're showing graphically. I thought for sure that was the 39. Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, our graphic was wrong. It is.
Okay,
it
yeah.
is the 39.
Yeah, it's Ryan Sieg. Ryan Sieg.
I think it's burning down. You know, wonder what happened here.
It's on fire.
You see here, it's already on fire.
Kind of blown an oil line off of it and caught everything on fire. I don't know, coming out of the wheel wells like that.
A little gas line, maybe.
Yeah.
You hate that for this race team because so close a couple of weeks ago at Texas, able to get the job done.
Oh yeah, he was on fire.
He's on fire as he goes into turn one right there.
Yeah, his wake left us on fire.
That's scary.
But he did get out quick.
Yeah, you gotta just get out.
I think that's one of the biggest fires I've seen in a long time with one of these race cars.
No, that's Ryan Sieg, Andy. The graphic was wrong.
Assume he inhaled a little bit of smoke there. Hopefully he's okay.
I wonder if he had time to pull his cord. I doubt it. Now we have a fire extinguisher bottle in the car. Where there's a pull cord where you can rip it and it kind of extinguishes the cockpit and the hood. I don't even know if he probably had time to do that. I bet he was just wanting to get out of the thing for how much it was burning up and how fast it was.
And it did say Matty D, but it was wrong.
Already two cautions in the
It's
opening
Ryan Sieg.
stage here at Dover. This one for Ryan Sieg. Coming off of turn 2, on fire. You'll see him hop out of the race car. Look at that. What a dramatic moment.
Your calling. Some people find theirs at an early age. Others, later in life. No matter when you find it, consider yourself lucky, because it becomes your everything. Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything in every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
They won the Dasher Cash last week and then almost won that photo finish, but barely lost.
Jimmy already got B-Dubs go.
Yeah, Jimmy already got B-Dubs go.
But Ryan Sieg just has a bad
Jimmy
career.
already
That's
got
just
B-Dubs.
Okay, Jimmy already got
the
B-Dubs
story.
go delivered, but did he get 6 free wings?
Yeah.
No!
Tonight, your body clock is 3 time zones ahead. So you're up early. Hey, at least you get first crack at fresh waffles.
Bon appetit.
Oh, I will.
What?
Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine.
So you're telling me this bouncer pass gets us into the Creation Museum too? Yep, how cool is that? What are we waiting for? Let's go! Whoa, is that a mastodon? I think so. This is gonna be awesome.
Wednesday on Fox. It's the final episode before the season finale.
Premature discharge.
All new Animal Control, Wednesday on Fox.
It may not sound like it, but this is actually progress at 225 miles per hour. Shell Renewable Race Fuel, reducing emissions by 60% in all NTT IndyCar Series races. We're moving forward with IndyCar because we're moving forward with everybody. Shell, powering progress. It may not sound like it, but this is actually
Shake it, Sam.
progress at 225
Shaking it.
miles per hour. Shell Renewable Race Fuel, reducing emissions by 60%
Yeah, it's raining.
in all
Is it?
NTT IndyCar Series races. We're moving forward with IndyCar because we're moving forward with everybody. Shell, powering progress.
This making you uncomfortable? Good. When you've got type 2 diabetes like me, you have up to 4 times greater risk of stroke, heart attack,
Does
or
look like
worse,
there are some raindrops,
death.
yeah.
Even when meeting your
But not
A1C goal. Discomfort can help you act. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm empowering you to get real with your healthcare provider. Talk to them about lowering your risk of stroke, heart attack, or death.
Caution is out for the second time at Dover, and we got a few drivers coming down pit road.
Jesse Love.
He was running inside the top 10.
So I think what these guys are doing here, they're going to pit and then run it to the end of the second stage.
Right, yeah, you just flip it, right? Yep. Gain that track position when everyone else pits at the end of stage 1. And you know what? This team has won 4 stages, talking about Jesse Love. They got the win last week. They built up a lot of playoff points. So maybe you give up some stage points here to gain that track position. I love having options, and they're taking advantage of it.
I don't dislike it. You see there are only 15 laps to go to the end of the stage. You got to think by the time they go green, it's going to be 12 maybe or so to go. So, you know, they're going to have 12 to 15 laps on their tires by the time it goes green for the, for the
Kyle's
second
on
stage.
pole, Jaden.
They're going to get a ton of track, especially if you're Shane Van Gisbergen in there. He started back at 30th. I'm not sure what he got up to, but
he was still running 29th, 28th, I think. So that was a huge gain for those guys. Yeah.
Today on Fox, it's an NL showdown as Paul Goldschmidt leads the Cardinals against Pete Alonso and the Mets, or the Reds battle Corey Seager and the Rangers today, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on Fox. Check local listings for the game in your area. Josh Williams among the drivers that made a pit stop there, trying to flip the stage. They were caught speeding, so he'll start here at the tail. But once everything cycles through, he can just go back there and take care of his tires, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Josh, he had to start in the back too, so it was no-brainer for them. Jeb Burton, I saw, was on pit road too. They had to start in the back, so no-brainer for them. So I don't mind that call. Like Joey said, I mean, there's going to be 13 laps to go by the time you get back here. So, yeah, if you don't have track position, why not?
Ryan Sieg brought
Looks like
out
we're
the
going back
second
green, though.
caution of the day with that fire. He has been released from the care center, so good news there.
That's great news.
Rain doesn't look really any hard at it, I guess. Like, looks just literally like just a few light sprinkles.
Ryan Blaney, what'd you do?
Well, the our guy took the bottom.
Mixed it up, didn't he?
The leader took the bottom. I mean, he got the lead from the bottom,
right.
So it's like, all right, well, why would I change up what I'm doing? Now I can control where to launch. So we'll see. You know, a little bit more laps on the tires. It seems to launch a little bit worse on the bottom, you know, if you have older tires. So I think Justin was like, I'll just try it. I think he feels confident if he enters even with the 9-1, he's probably going to clear. So we'll see if he does that.
First 2 green flags in the afternoon. Control car outside. This time leader Justin Allgaier goes inside. As Blaney said, that's where he got the lead. He's going to do it again.
Didn't saw the second verse.
Shelton Creed looking for second in the 18.
And you see everybody's back down to the bottom here to restart as they kind of picked up a lot of that rubber under caution. The rubber gets picked back up. There's a lot more grip in the racetrack to fire off. The top lane will come in a lot quicker than last time, though.
Jones pretty good through the corner that time. Did you see him rack that with the momentum and pull down in front of Creed?
Yeah, sometimes you get in the corner like the 18 did, right? And it just, you get light. You know, you're like, oh, do you have to check up? And he had someone right on his rear bumper, too, so he was in a pretty bad spot. But he did a good job of settling back down and getting back to third.
Let's go to Josh.
Ryan Sieg checked the release from the care center. Was there any indication that the car was about to get engulfed in flames before that happened?
I saw a little orange just coming out of the you know what I mean, right there at the clutch pedal into 1, and I was like, something's not right, and then the spotter's like, it's on fire, so then all of a sudden both fenders engulfed in flames, and I was just ready to get the hell out of there, because I ain't messing with no fire, but other than that, the car was good. It just sucks, you know what I mean? I was just biding my time, just riding right there, and to come out of here now on fire, it just sucks. Just I saw the replay, it looked like I was Ricky Bobby on fire with my hands flailing around, but just sucks. We had good momentum going. Just gotta bring a faster sign-up forward to the track and get them on at Darlington.
Glad you're okay, Ryan.
necessarily feeling. I mean, I think you've been on fire at least one time in your career, and it's not fun. I mean, it's obviously fire is no good, and it was good to see him jump out of it. And you know, like you said, that team has had a wild last 3-4 weeks. You know, from almost all Texas to winning the Dash for Cash at Talladega, running well, and then early exit, which is not a good one today, but they'll fight back. They always do. They do a good job on that group.
Here's the other tough thing. They came in just above the cut line. I know it's early, but they were right above that cut line when it comes to making the playoffs, and they no doubt will fall out now. They only had a 5-point advantage. Let's get an update on the 2 from Regan.
You showed there just not pitting under that last yellow flag. They pitted because he has been too tight right now, losing grip with the car all over the place, in particular off the corners. Crew Chief Danny Stockman had a little concern before the race because the weather conditions very different than what they anticipated and tried to predict. So a good opportunity to get a stop early there.
He's actually third in line of those drivers that made a pit stop. Parker Retzlaff is the best of the bunch. He's worked his way to 20th. He's in front of Love right now.
I'll tell you who I like. We just saw him in the 2 box. With Cole Custer, he's making some ground now. I mean, he's moving around. He's moving the top. He just passed the 98, making a run on the 18, and he's moving up the racetrack, you know, and not the racetrack is putting some rubber down, but he's making it work. So look at the run he gets off the corner. He's getting it to the bottom of the 18 into 1. Oh, he chose not to do it. But yeah, Cole is somebody we talked about before the race. I felt pretty good about, and he's really doing a good job of moving around the racetrack, finding speed.
He qualified 11th, did Cole, he's up to 4th. And here's Truex, started 12th, he's 9th, but he's got company. Sam Mayer starting to make some noise in the 1.
So AJ Allmendinger just, you gotta get out of my way. He said, I got places to be. He had pressure from Ryan Truex behind him. Said, I gotta go and lay the old chrome horn there.
But he and Gray, they were tied off at 2 that one time when AJ got into his left rear. So I think he was like, I'm done messing with you. I have got places to be, and I'm gonna make quick work of you.
3 to go on the stage. Really good battle here for 3rd. Custer and Creed.
You see Creed, he's moved up the racetrack now. You know, he saw Custer really be able to make some time up there as Custer's trying to get him loose on the left rear.
And I can tell you what, Sheldon Creed's already loose. You can see that car wiggling. From the beginning of this run, he looked really free right in the restart. And I guarantee you it has not gotten any better for him. And now when you have Cole Custer taking air off your rear spoiler, it ain't going to get better.
You see Cole's car just be able to rotate really good. You know, he entered up there, had his left front headlight poked out, the 18, just turned down the racetrack and throttled up. So that's pretty impressive to see out of the 00 right there. So I'd be curious to see. I know he's 4.5 seconds back of the leaders, but I'd be curious to see. Restarts in the top 3 or so. We'll see.
Final lap of the stage. Looks like Justin Allgaier is going to win it.
We heard most frequently in the garage this morning. 7 of Allgaier, 00 of Custer, Ryan Truex certainly, and AJ
pulled out to a
Allmendinger. All of them have shown
1.2 second lead
here in this first stage. It could indicate they might be the one later on. For now,
and
it's all about driver 7.
Stage 1 is going to go to Justin Allgaier.
And he matches his car number. That's his 7th stage win at Dover, the most of all drivers. Jones was 2nd, his teammate. He needed those points. Custer gets 3rd. Creed was 4th. Riley Hurt started on the front row. He completes the top 5. 4 stage wins in 2024 for Justin Allgaier. He's the man in stage 1 at Dover.
This is the story of the one. The one who believes being prepared is not just a way of life. It's how he helps everyone stay safe. He sweats the small stuff before it becomes big stuff. For the one, being an unsung hero in a building full of everyday heroes is just how he
Stage
likes
1
it.
is complete. Justin Allgaier wins it.
Products you need delivered fast.
Let's see where the rain's at.
Stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then,
Whether the
there's
track makes
after
no
the
sense
after.
right now. That's what I'm
That
fucking
boost you
saying,
get
bro.
when you look and feel your best. And that's why more men choose Just for Men.
Tonight, your body clock is 3 time zones ahead. So you're up early. Hey, at least
Now
you
it
get
says there's
first
going to be
crack
something
at
at
fresh
2:30.
waffles.
Bon appetit.
Oh, I will.
Tonight,
and then I get it 3:15, and then I get it 4. It's just gonna keep happening.
We've never
So,
spoken, but you've told us many things. That you love
it says it's gonna rain any
hate
minute.
parallel parking, and occasionally your right foot gets a little heavy.
So we'll
the
just
Lexus
have to
ES
test
didn't
that
begin
theory.
in the studio. It began with you.
Every Saturday, your game is on Fox. Because here is where it happens. Saturday on Fox, Judge swaggered up and went supersonic. Saturday on Fox, the Courier racked these up on his way to the record. And it was
Jimmy had
Saturday
good
on
practice,
Fox.
but couldn't get any qualifying.
Saturday on Fox is where it happens.
When the Jinx came out, I said, oh my God.
Hi.
When bound as a friend, eats, but blind loyalty.
When you have a whole lot of money, people are willing to do things for you.
What do you do when your best friend kills your other best friend?
What do you do when your best friend kills your other best friend? You kill him, and then you kill yourself. We went over this last night.
I raced for 19 years. This is my last chance to win.
The team has traveled over 200 miles.
He just saved us. Oh, let's talk again to meatballs soon. I'm going to get all the way from here to there.
He must have weights we don't know about.
Sometimes we feel lost. We push, we keep going. That makes all the difference.
And a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night. I hate that song so much.
Welcome back to Dover, where the first set of pit stops are underway. Let's start with the 7 of Justin Allgaier, the stage 1 winner. He said it needs to be just a little bit freer on corner entry, otherwise happy with that car. For Brandon Jones in the 9, he said he fired off tight. It got tighter as the run went, so they made an air pressure adjustment for him.
The double zero Cole Custer actually a little bit too loose right now for his car. Needs some security. Ask the team, give me a little security. I will be better. In the 18 is Sheldon Creed. He is loose into turns 1, tight on the center. That's his main issues he's fighting right now.
Here we go with the race off pit road. Double zero able to jump out in front of that group. Now keep in mind, there were those drivers that flipped the stage, so these won't be the drivers that are restarting up front.
Allgaier, -3.
Yeah, he's got a really bad pit stall selection and compromised them as they were trying to make their exit. Stage 2 when we come back.
There's a little bit of the county fair atmosphere at a stock car race.
Don't miss NASCAR's biggest stars when they light up historic North Wilkesboro Speedway. It's the NASCAR All-Star Race, May 17th through the 19th. Champions like Larson, Elliott, Busch, and Blaney battle it out for All-Star supremacy on one of NASCAR's original tracks. Experience live music, racing history, and the kind of fun you can only have at North Wilkesboro. The NASCAR All-Star Race. Get your tickets today at NorthWilkesboroSpeedway.com.
May 12th on Fox. New York City, where the best of the best compete for the crown. In a pound-for-pound, paw-for-paw, all-out battle for glory. The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, sponsored by Purina Pro.
29 cars a problem.
Begins with the Masters Agility Championship. May 12th on Fox.
I'm turning 30 soon, and I want to be a good person.
You're a nightmare.
But you're not me.
This season, Toyota Racing is looking for jaw droppers.
Break from Martin Truex right there in the fastest lap of the day.
Iron stomachs that can stand the pressure. And quick draw thumbs that leave their own smoke trail. So hold on tight and strap yourself in. This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Don't say you can take the heat until you've tried the Spicy McCrispy. No one wants to hear it, unless you've had spicy pepper sauce on the top and bottom buns.
They need them run back fast. And you need Scott's turf with the ratty grass. It grows grass 2 times faster and doesn't see the lawn. Giving you a stronger lawn. Smell that breather, man.
Get Scott's Turf Builder Rapid Grass today. It's guaranteed.
Feed it, lawn. Feed it.
What does fearless look like?
Like trading pain with a champion. Find out for yourself. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
If you think the only thing that really matters
Is how fast you can go? We want you.
Join us at Toyota Racing.
I'm Jimmy Dean, and that sunrise something. I honestly feel that way about Jimmy Dean sausage. Get yourself a large chunk of that good morning feeling.
Oh, that smells good.
As we prepare for stage 2 at Dover, Blaine Perkins has his 29 car pulled to the garage. They had an electrical fire.
Oh, wow.
And that's the reason he stalled on track under the caution. And he's the team car, the Ryan C. So something to follow with RSS Racing as we move forward with our second stage. Front row, those drivers that flipped it. Hitting late at lap 30 in stage 1, Parker Retzloff, Jesse Love, the front row.
Parker takes the bottom here, which, you know, it seems to be pretty 50-50 today if you're the leader and what lane you're going to want.
Alrighty, green flag.
Those drivers that ran it out, restart row 4. That's where Cole Custer is.
It's difficult, right? I mean, you see Cole
Look
Custer.
at Cole Custer go.
And Austin Hill. They split that row. You know, these guys up in the front, right? They haven't entered.
There was a fire yesterday. I didn't see that.
The whole race, right?
New Yorker race.
Back, so you're lifting way earlier. So their commitment level, they don't know how hard I can drive into turn 1. So that's such a hard thing as a driver when you have to change out your entry, especially on restart where it's super hard and you're on older tires. So see how these guys can hang.
Jesse Love takes the lead. Jordan Anderson Racing teammates behind him. Parker Retzloff, Jeb Burton. Burton coming off his best run of the year, top 10 at Talladega. And then some of those drivers have made a pit stop at the end of the stage. Cole Custer 4th right now.
Yeah, I think Cole Custer knows that he has to go right now. Let's be honest, there is drivers in the area. Now, when it gets here and how hard it is, it's unknown. But I know one thing, if you're the driver of the 00 and you got new tires, get me to the lead as quick as possible. You got to get to lap 100. You got to get halfway. If it does start to rain, to call it official.
Look at this guy.
Waste any time.
Allgaier so good in that first stage, leading 34 laps, he wins it, but they have the issues on pit road, lose a few positions, and he gets trapped outside the top 10, so he's dealing with plenty of dirty air.
Brandon Jones has been struggling to get going. He's stuck on the top. He's loose. He just can't get down. And he's definitely not making the progress that he wants. You see Chandler Smith underneath SVG.
Talk about the rain. Got to make it to the end of stage 2 for this race to be official. That's lap 90 on the board, so a little ways to go, but it can change the mindset of a driver when they think this thing could end early and where you want to go.
Hey, I mean, that's not that long away. I mean, we're 30, coming to 33 laps to go till 90. It goes by quick here. I mean, you're running 24-second laps. So these guys know, hey, we have got to get it done right now.
This race just hasn't got into a good rhythm yet, right? You have these cautions early in the race at the end of the stage, and you get a quick refire here so far. When does it settle in and you get to just make laps and actually see what your car really has over the long haul? It's hard to adjust on your car when you don't know what it's going to do in the long run. And if you have cycles on your tires, you still don't know what your car is going to be like.
And Colton's only gotten up to 4th. I mean, he's pressuring Jeb. He's going to get to the inside of Jeb here into 3, but we've always seen, I feel like, at this track, because it picks the rubber up under caution, it cleans it off pretty well. So scuff tires actually fire off pretty good here, and it's just a matter of how long do they hang on. So now that Cole has about a second of clean air in front of him, we're trying to get, we're getting 10 or so laps on these tires, green flag laps. We'll see, how much those newer tires come into play, and if you can run me out in these top 2.
This is our Ford Performance onboard camera, riding with Cole through turns 3 and 4. Looking back at Jeff Burton, that's Austin Hill right behind him. Hill also on those fresher tires, made the pit stop at the end of the stage. Shane Van Gisbergen played the strategy. He's 12th right now and has some company from Sammy Smith.
Bob Honker says that he's not sure if the rain will hit.
Yeah, Shane's just learning here. This is a...
And I trust Bob over my
Shane's been racing a long time, right? He might
shitty ass weather
NASCAR,
app.
but he's not a rookie, like a true rookie. Anytime you come to a place that's this different, this late in your career, you're kind of like,
I trust Bob with my life.
For something like this, right? Sometimes when you're young, you just
I trust Bob to
know what to expect, and it doesn't matter.
do something very important for me that I would need to have done.
Jump into something completely new and try to adapt quickly.
judging by his last 1 and 2, he's loose. And that's no fun around this place. If you're loose and hanging on, oh my gosh, it's such a long day, and you're working your tail off, and he's definitely getting a full experience. But he's impressed me this year. He's done a great job. I mean, he's been really consistent in learning as AJ's trying to pick his way back to the field. God, it's such a dogfight. You know, everywhere you look, there's guys on who stayed out, you know, new tires who maybe didn't get the good restarts, and now they're racing each other, and they're also trying to get by the guys who have stuffs on. So it's just, it's gotten spread out, but then there's these little packs of cars that have a heck of a race going on.
Allmendinger making a move to get in the top 10. Give a call to Caden Honeycutt, making his second career start. First of the year, driving the 92 for Mario Gosselin. Top 20 in qualifying, and he's done a nice job so far in the race. 11th right now. Posing on the midway point in stage 2. Jesse Love is your race leader here in Dover, Delaware.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, Steel, and Scott's. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your neighborhood Ace. So stop on by, or order online and we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Or we'll deliver it the same day, around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat, because breaking ground
People don't like Clint in the booth, but
feels
if those
pretty
playing
great.
Logano, they seem pretty good.
Now through April 30th, get 0% APR for 72
I like
months
Clint in
on
the
select
booth.
compact tractors.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescuers.
How long have I been?
12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
Right now, you can get any large pizza for just $12 from Pizza Hut. Any pizza, any crust, $12. That means meat lovers, supreme, or create your own with any toppings, just $12. This deal won't last long, so order any way you want now.
Meet Ultimate Hybrid, advanced ceramic and wax technology. The best of both worlds, but better. Only from Mothers.
Tonight, your body clock is 3 time zones ahead. So you're up early. Hey, at least you get first crack at fresh waffles.
Bon appetit.
Oh, I will.
Tonight, lucky time. Tomorrow, you shine.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then there's the after. That boost you get when you look and feel your best. And that's why more men choose Just for Men.
Electric for short trips, gas for long.
Quite the paradox.
It really is both. The Lexus RX plug-in hybrid.
There it is, with Jesse out front. A little Huey Lewis in the news, the power of love.
Perfect. Adam was entertaining us with his impressions of Back to the Future.
When someone said, what's it going to take to find speed and how fast you have to go to win the pole, they said, 1.21. Okay, let's go to Regan.
Well, and you see Jesse Love out front, of course, making that pit stop earlier to be able to leapfrog some of the field. Early on, he was too tight. They made the adjustments, and now that car has swung the opposite direction. Too loose, in particular, 3 and 4 when he's running the bottom 3 and 4. Just too loose for him right now. Doesn't love where the car's
My shit's lagging.
I love what you did there, Regan.
Well, he's gonna have to hang on. He's got that clean air, which is probably helping him turn, so it made him loose. But Cole Custer is there. He's turning underneath it, and Cole has figured out how to run the top line. He's made these huge runs. You know, tire advantage for sure. It took longer than I think any of us expected for this to happen, for Cole to get to the lead. I thought it would happen a lot sooner than it did.
Yeah, Cole just needed the track to rubber up a little bit to where he could go up there, you know, and we saw the two. He was starting to get really loose running the bottom, you know, and we talked about earlier of how much of a handful it is when you are free trying to run the bottom of the track when it rubbers in. I mean, you see him gain in the center, but then it's so free on exit when it hits the rubber. Look at the run. Look how Custer just pulls him. So, yeah, you're using more tire up there, but Cole is, I think he understands 16 to go, coming to 16 to go, and he's making it work really good. He was really the only guy I see up there making lap time.
What I would say, they had that great rally late in stage one. They get some track position. They execute on pit road, which is enormous here, and that's what put him in a spot on this restart to reel in those guys up front and go take the race lead. Other side of that, Justin Allgaier finds himself back in the 9th position right now, Josh.
Well, yeah, Adam, and we saw how strong Justin Allgaier was in stage one, winning that stage. Had a little bit of an issue on pit road. They made some slight adjustments to that car, and then Justin came over the radio and said those adjustments went the wrong direction. Not as happy with the car as he was before, so the next time they pit, look for them to go back on those adjustments, guys.
Hey, look, he's pretty loose, too. You know, you saw him get to the center of the corner, and the car needs to rotate to point for exit, and the back just came around and over-rotates on him. So, huge difference, you know, from clean air to dirty air like Justin's in, wanting an adjustment on your car, and also the track changing. I mean, this is probably, I would think, the longest green flag run we've had, so the track is going through a huge swing right now, and drivers are finding out, you know, what their car is doing as this track gets more and more rubbery laid down.
14 to go. Stage 2 will take you side by side. Cole Custer, the race leader, in front of
My shit's fucking out.
Do we have your attention yet? Is this the new face of the great American race? Is this how you dance on the razor's edge? How you find a diamond in the desert? How you beat the heat? Will this gladiator be the last one standing? Who's gonna attack from the rest of the pack? Last question. Are you not entertained?
And Doug.
Hello, Ghostbusters. It's Doug of Doug and Limu. We help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Anyway, we got a bit of a situation here. Sure, I can hold. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire in theaters now.
There's no one way to power up, as long as 4 is your starting line.
My shit's lagging the fuck out.
Because more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it. Gas, hybrid, or all electric, the power is yours.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Get one free Arby's sandwich every week in April, online only. And see for yourself that Arby's sells more than roast beef. Spoiler alert, Arby's does. Arby's, we have the meats.
We believe in the 2-minute drill and goal line stands. We believe in beer snakes, giddy up, and whatever this guy's doing. We believe in speed and power, and that nothing is more dangerous than a man with a dream. We believe in football. The United Football League, tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox. The Lady in Black.
I gotta stop this stream, I think.
NASCAR Throwback Weekend at Darlington Raceway. Get your tickets now at darlingtonraceway.com.
Inside of 10 laps to go here in Dover, Delaware. Cole Custer leading the way. Got a nearly 3-second advantage over Austin Hill, who's now worked his way by his teammate to second. Jesse Love is third. Carson Quapple making his second career start. And he qualified outside the top 20, but has driven the 88 for Junior Motorsports into the top 15. Top 5 run to begin his career at Martinsville. Impressing again today is the second-generation driver. His father, Travis, won a Truck Series championship more than 20 years ago. I believe he's sitting on the pit box today.
Oh, yeah, I think I got it to
in the
work.
garage and very happy for what's happening with his son. And here's Corey Hine driving the 26 for Sam Hunt Racing.
He's very slow on the pit road, too. Obviously, or he's not even on pit road. He's going down the back straightaway. They just say it's obviously something wrong with the car.
When we start talking about Carson, he was right behind him in 16th, but now off the pace, going to have to make an unscheduled stop here with 5 to go in the stage. We mentioned Corey because not only is he running today, he'll make his Cup debut tomorrow, driving the 43 for Legacy. And of course, he's filling in for Eric Jones, who is injured at Talladega. We send our best to Eric. Hope to see him back soon.
Yeah, hopefully Eric heals up great. You never want to see that. And but the 7, he's making some lap time. But let's go back to the 26. Regan?
Well, Ryan, you just saw the 26 slow on the bottom of the racetrack there. The report from the team and the driver. It is the engine. The engine never got hot. They're not sure what happened, but something with the engine.
3 to go on the stage. You said it, Ryan. Justin Allgaier starting to come to life.
It took him a little while to get going, you know, and he got mired back there. But gosh, I mean, he's passed a bunch of good cars. You know, just drove by the 98. He's really putting a lot of pressure on the 18. And Justin's starting to move around a lot. You know, before I feel like he was really glued to the bottom of the track, and now he's able to run up the track and find some clean air as he's, you know, starting to. This is 4th and 5th right in front of him, so he's really starting to flex his muscle. Honestly, I think he's been one of the fastest cars on the racetrack. Looking at lap times here recently, and he's still in traffic. So that 7 car, even though he said he didn't think the adjustment was right, I feel like it's starting to come to him as we close in on the last lap of the stage.
That corner was not in for him at all. But this is just his MO. This is what he typically does. He's really fast on a long run. Cole Custer coming off turn 2 here. Obviously commanding right now, but Austin Hill's not too far back.
Custer going to lead the final 18 laps of stage 2. And he'll get that green and white checkered flag.
So Cole Custer is going to win stage 2.
Stage win of the season. His first came at Phoenix, another 1-mile track. And a good battle for 5th. Allgaier cannot get to Creed. So it's Custer, Hill, Love, Retzloff, and Creed, the top 5. Allgaier scores points again. Herbst was there, Chandler Smith, Sammy Smith, and Ryan Truex. Cole Custer in charge. What will they do strategy-wise at the end of stage 2?
If you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got rapid relief and reduced fatigue with Rinvoq. Check.
When flares kept trying to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when my doctor saw damage, Rinvoq helped visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining. Check.
For both UC and Crohn's, rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And visibly reduced damage. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots.
So we're almost
fatal.
halfway.
Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's just
tell your doctor if you are or may
stage 2.
become pregnant.
That's right.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Would be
Ask
official.
your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
When the dust cleared, Lexi was gone. This kid's in my world.
He lied right to my face.
We don't want a hostage situation to pop off. Put the gun down. What happens next is on you.
Alert MPU, all new Tuesday at 9 Central on Fox.
Of course, the GMC Terrain offers different drive modes. What about Weekend Warrior mode? Or you don't see that every day mode? How about Out of the Office mode? Or even Are you out of your mind mode? Want a mode for everything? Just announced, Sign and Drive. Current eligible GMC lessees can get this ultra-low mileage lease on this all-wheel drive Terrain SLE for around $393 per month with 0 due at signing. Sign and Drive one home today.
You'd rather have a postponed race than a shortened race? I mean, yeah, me too.
Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn more.
If you think the only thing that really matters
Is how fast you can go? We want you.
Join us at Toyota Racing.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years. From the most advanced technology to the broadest, most reliable network of sales and service dealers. Always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
Tonight on Fox, the United Football League continues in prime time as Birmingham battles Houston, or San Antonio. The Brahmas take on Arlington. It all kicks off 7 Eastern on Fox. Check local listings for the game in your area.
Brahmas, the special bull.
I had to slide that in for you. Pit stops coming before they pit here. Any strategy with rain on the way? Do you play any games?
I mean, you can. It'd be pretty risky for sure. I think the rain's still 15, 20 minutes out. It sounds like maybe you got 45 laps on your tires. I think you got to come in and you see all of them right here.
Oh, yeah. They're heading your way, Josh.
Yeah, let's start with the 7 of Justin Allgaier. Said that last run, it felt way rougher, a little more bouncier for that car. They're going to go back a little bit on the adjustments from before for the 7. As far as the 21 of Austin Hill, he said the short run needs a little help in terms of rear security. The long run, good in that car. Regan?
The 00 leader Cole Custer right now is pretty good overall. Didn't have too many complaints, but he did say around lap 25 his car gave up too much grip at both ends of the racetrack. And the 2 of Jesse Love, we talked about how he was loose earlier on. It did tighten back up for him and stayed loose off. They're going to actually adjust for the racetrack. They think it's going to get considerably tighter as the track keeps going.
And now the race off pit road. Cole Custer.
So Cole Custer's going to win the race off pit road.
When the leaders make those stops at the end of stage 1, they'll win it again here.
Justin Allgaier's crew, nice bounce back, plus 3 spots there.
They're level on the day. They lost 3, they gained 3, and he is third coming off the pit lane behind Custer and Hill. We're ready for the final stage and some of the key players at the front. Break restart coming your way from Dover.
Your calling. Some people find theirs at an early age, others later in life. No matter when you find it, consider yourself lucky, because it becomes your everything. Our calling was to build trucks, and that's why trucks are what we do. We put our everything in every truck, so that when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Who just picked up Buffalo Wild Wings Go? The Hankster! Hank! What?
Jimmy already got B-Dubs Go.
Yeah, Jimmy already got B-Dubs Go. Jimmy already got B-Dubs Go?
Jimmy already got
Okay, Jimmy already got B-Dubs Go delivered, but did he get 6 free wings?
Yeah.
No! The Bush Guide. Cold and smooth survival skills. Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescuers.
How long have I been?
12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
What does it take to become a legend? Generations of victory?
One of the great masters of the sport.
Motor oil in your veins? Does it take irrational confidence? A little bit of last lap magic? What about fandom that runs in the family? A track where every mile becomes a memory? Or maybe it's simply knowing that new legacies are built one lap at a time.
Verizon makes moving easy, no matter where you go. Whether you're looking for a little more space, or maybe a lot more space, make sure you bring the important stuff, like your current TV and internet plan. With flexible install times to fit your schedule, and a Fios TV mobile app to keep you watching while you move, you can feel right at home faster. Learn more at Verizon.com/movers, or call 866-VZ-MOVES.
Experience first class in a new truck or SUV from Verdict GMC. We've stocked up for spring. Check this out.
Just $299 a month to lease your new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Double Cab with 4-wheel drive. Or choose 2.9 for 72 months financing.
Awesome April selection and savings. That's why it's time to shop Verdict GMC at Drivers Village. We are professional grade. See why at verdictgm.com.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Find your nearest dealer at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
However you may choose to travel, we'll keep you moving forward.
Damn.
Enterprise for lives in drive.
Stage 2 is complete, so with the chance of rain, this race is official. 4 cautions so far today. One of those incidents, Ryan Sieg, who caught on fire almost halfway home at the Monster Mile. There's our stage point breakdown. Cole Custer, best of the bunch. Justin Allgaier wins stage 1. He gets 15. Brandon Jones started on the pole, gets 9 stage points. That's big for him when you consider where they are in the standings. Here's 00 radio at the end of stage 2.
Well, no, but don't be racing the weather when we do go back green, so we'll keep you up to date with it on as you can. Probably about 15-20 minutes away for our forecast, so if your air printers don't do their job, we'll get you back out front, and we'll take it from there.
Well, their pit crew did their part. They came down pit road. They put them back out front. Now it's about to start. And, you know, Austin Hill looks pretty strong at the end of the run. Here's the weather. Obviously, there is rain on the way. And it is very, very close. And you see a little bit of yellow in there too, Ryan. That's usually not a good sign either. So
we need
pretty
green,
heavy rain.
We need green on track, not on the radar.
That's right. That's right. We see Cole take the top. You know, so we've kind of seen a mixture of leader taking bottom or top. So we'll see how good of a launch he can get. As we have our 2 dash for cashers lined up really close.
Free flag.
Well, this race is going to look like a restart with maybe 20 laps to go. It's going to be very intense. Everyone's going to take every run, trying to be super aggressive. They know the win is right here in front of them.
Yeah. Justin Allgaier did the same thing that he did the initial start of the race. You know, be able to roll the top super fast, pick up a row, and now I think we have the 2 best cars running 1-2 right now.
Riley Herbst able to go fourth.
Real loose.
Look at that. Opens the door for the 21 of Austin Hill down to the inside. Racing for the runner-up spot as the 00 of Cole Custer starts to pull away out front.
Neither one can afford to give up the spot right here. They're both going to really fight hard for second place.
Jesse Love enters the party. Look at him riding that low lane.
Austin Hill just hanging down there on the bottom. Going to get position a little bit into the corner. Justin doing a good job rolling that top, pinching him on the exit, trying to carry that momentum. Not enough to clear him, though.
Not quite get clear. You know, we talk about the bottom being preferred, especially for the first handful of laps. Everyone fighting for the bottom. Justin's trying to hold him as tight as he can, but being smart about it, like not really taking all the air off of him. But and you see just Cole just driving away. I mean, he's almost got 2 seconds on these guys. It just shows you how much slower you run when you're side by side, 2 by 2 like that.
They have the whole field stacked up behind them, just getting closer and closer to him. Justin's going to clear. Riley Herbst almost going to clear.
Look at Sammy Smith, 8 car for Junior Motorsports, outside lane.
And I said it, guys, this was going to be an intense restart. No one's going to be given here. There's no give and take. It's take and take for sure right now.
No intensity for Cole Custer. Look out, there goes Jesse Love trying to hang on to it.
Damn, Jesse Love saved that.
Was underneath of him, and right as we cut away, it looks like Truex caught a little bit of Jeffrey Love for a tire.
Left for
the tailpipe.
I'm sure that was from commentating, you said, right?
Yeah, the 20 just clipped the apron on the inside of the 2, entering turn 1, and got him loose, you know, and with the 2 close to him like that, it just made it worse, and they made a little contact there.
Truex with about his best running position of the day after qualifying 12th, he's 7th. Here's our Toyota on board right behind his teammate Sheldon Creed.
Here's a look from Ryan Truex as they come off of turn 4. great.
18 high with you.
There, he's trying to pull back as they go into the corner. They just got loose into the corner. Ryan Truex got loose into the corner, chased it up right into the door of Jesse Love. And nothing Jesse could do there.
With Ryan Sieg out of the race, and now Jesse Love making this unscheduled pit stop and dropping back and going a lap down. Big opportunity for Riley Herbst to win the $100,000. He's third right now, and the only other driver you see highlighted in purple on our pylon, Anthony Alfredo, started at the rear, driving to the front. He's 11th right now.
Hey, Jesse Love is 2 laps down.
That $100,000, I mean, it is big for every team, don't get me wrong. But if Anthony Alfredo and that team can get that $100,000, I mean, that is huge for sure. I mean, $100,000 is big to anybody, let's be honest. But
it'd be 2 weeks in a row, though, where somewhat of an underdog team is able to win the money, with Ryan Sieg doing it last week at Talladega, and if Anthony Alfredo could do it here today, right?
Anthony Alfredo, he's had a really good last week. He ran great in the Xfinity race, ran great in the Cup race. You know, so he's coming off a great weekend last weekend.
Here's Alfredo in 11th. Third on Saturday last week, as you said, 6th on Sunday, and back-to-back top 10s right here in the Xfinity car. Over halfway home in Dover, Delaware, Cole Custer is the man out front.
You know, when I take the bike out like this, all my stresses just melt away.
I hear that. This bad boy can fix anything.
Yeah, tough day at work. Nice cruiser sort you right out.
When I'm riding, I'm not even thinking about my painful cavity.
Oh, you shouldn't ignore that.
And every time I get stressed about having to pay my bills, I just hop on the bike, man.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta pay your bills.
You don't have to worry about anything when you're protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
Well, you definitely do. Those things aren't related, so...
Oh, that is a vibrating pain.
Not all Caitlin Clarks are the same.
Caitlin Clark, city planner.
Just like not all internet providers are the same. Don't settle. Get real deal speed, reliability, and power with Xfinity.
Shoots from here? That's kind of my thing.
Get the real deal with Xfinity Internet today and get fast speeds and a reliable connection to all your devices in the home, even when everyone is online.
KFC saucy nuggets are dripping. Choose from honey sriracha, Georgia Gold, Nashville hot, Korean barbecue, or sticky chicken. KFC saucy nuggets, 10 for $5.99.
So, we're past halfway. Got 90 laps to go. If the rain does come, it could be the end of it.
Not just for the day, but for the years to come.
But also, I don't know, they might try.
This is where a race isn't just about the race. It's about the doors it can open. The number of fans wearing your number. This is the chance to carve your name into the history books. This is the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Brace for impact as the baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. Listen to this place. All new Friday Night SmackDown at 8/7 Central on Fox.
Welcome to Fox Nation, a place where we look to the future and toast to our past. This is Fox Nation, where all of America's stories are told. Sign up and start streaming today.
I am tradition passed down from the families that race to the ones that watch us every weekend.
Welcome back. Dover Motor Speedway playing host to the NASCAR Xfinity Series for the 78th time with a couple of NASCAR champions, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney. I'm Adam Alexander. On the pit lane, Regan Smith and Josh Sims. Lap 116 of 200 going on the board. Cole Custer won the second stage, won the race off pit road. He is in charge of the field right now. Justin Allgaier, who won stage 1, is second. Riley Herbst leads the way when it comes to the dash for cash. He's third right now. And we do our Toyota top performers. Got a handful of drivers that have been impressive today. Sheldon Creed is 7th. Ryan Truex has worked his way to 8th. Not the weekend that Chandler Smith probably would have wanted. Didn't have as much speed as they had anticipated yesterday in practice. Our championship leader coming in is 11th, and Taylor Gray spent some time in the top 10 early. He's 16th right now.
You know, pretty surprising there. You know, you look at JGR cars in the past here at Dover, always have been very, very strong. And you see right there, really all four of them, not that good this time. Kind of interesting to see that. Maybe they've gone down a different direction, or some other things have changed that we don't know about.
14 wins here for Joe Gibbs Racing. That's the most of any organization. 2 of those, courtesy of Joey Logano, 2012.
There you go. At those. I want to talk about Carson Quapple. Up to P6. He's the fastest car on the racetrack right now. Last 3 laps, he has been like half a tenth better than I know he's 7 seconds behind the leader, but he's, I mean, put together a great run here at Dover. I mean, we talked about it on Martinsville. Ran really well, finished awesome, and he's done a good job today, you know, of not having a ton of laps here. You know, he ran the ARCA race yesterday, so he had, you know, a little bit of experience, but Xfinity cars are completely different, right? How it rubbers in, how they drive. So he's done a good job just getting a little better through the race, picking his way through there, and I can't say enough about him. I mean, really, really impressive here in his first couple starts.
He's definitely hoping that this thing goes green and it does not see the rain coming in the future, right? He's got a really fast car. He's figured out how to make speed with it, like you said, Ryan. Now he just needs the rest of the race, right? He's figured out how to go fast. He just needs the race to make up the rest of it.
Saw Parker Kligerman there. Quiet day for him in the 48, 16th right now. Driving for Big Machine Racing. Their owner, Scott Borchetta, telling us that, you know, they got that Motley Crue paint scheme. They were hopeful that Vince Neal was going to be here today, but they had to add a rehearsal, so he was unable to come in for the race. But we can tell you good news. Dogs of War, their new single is #1 globally on iTunes.
Really?
So some good news for Motley Crue.
Still making music.
Yes.
Pretty amazing.
Sammy Smith has quietly worked his way to 4th in the running order.
Taking care of it, what you're doing. You're doing good. Just stay focused, hit the same marks. With the radar, everybody's going to end up running this long, so we could be running another 50, 60 laps here.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely going to run it long. The other thing I thought there, too, is when your car starts getting loose here at Dover, it's important to not just keep overdriving it lap after lap. You have to just check up for a minute, try to cool it off, unless it's just going to get freer and freer and freer, and it'll never stop.
You're not allowed on the bridge at Dover anymore. I think it's some people.
Check up and say, okay, I need to figure out how to keep my rear tires on me so I don't drop off the cliff at the end of this run, and I'm able to just maintain at least where I'm at.
Teammates racing for position here. 81 Chandler Smith trying to get 8th right now and coming up a bit short with Ryan Truex. What's the story there, Regan?
Adam, an uncharacteristically quiet day for Chandler Smith to this point. They've been fighting the same thing all day long, though. They cannot get that 81 car to turn the way that he wants it to through the corner, especially as the runs go on. He just loses all front turn, and they have not been able to solve that problem yet.
You see momentum in the role it plays at Dover. Goes for 8, doesn't get it, falls to 10th because Allmendinger is able to get by. I want to go back to Sammy Smith for a second. We saw him in the 8 car up in the 4th position. He's from Iowa, and they had some really bad weather out there last couple of days. Tornadoes, Iowa, Nebraska, throughout the heartland. So our thoughts to everyone back near his hometown.
Yeah, so we saw Cole Custer got out to a pretty good lead, you know, pretty solid, pretty comfortable, you know, and he's through a little lap traffic, not a lot. He's got some pretty clear racetrack here for the next little bit, but Justin Allgaier, we saw, he didn't fire off really good, you know, and he lost some spots. He was battling the 21 car super hard, he was battling the 98 a little bit, and now he's separated himself. In the last 2 or 3 laps, he has been 2 tenths. He was 3 tenths quicker than Custer this past time. Cut it down to 2.5 seconds. If we run this thing long, like I feel like everyone's going to, just because there's weather, they're going to run it all the way to the end of the pit window. You know, can Allgaier cut in a little bit to that lead, and we'll see how good his car is here in the long run.
I would tell you that if the caution came out right now and there was no threat of rain, everybody pits, right? But unfortunately, we got rain coming, and that means it's anybody's guess how this thing will play out if we do get a caution. Could be some strategy. We'll see what unfolds. There's that good-looking paint scheme from Big Machine Racing. Motley Crue on the hood. So let's do a little Motley Crue as we head to break. 71 to go in Dover.
Keeping it side by side.
Because here is where it happens. Saturday on Fox, Judge swaggered up and went supersonic. True story. Saturday on Fox, Mookie put on a show in New York. You saw that, right? Saturday on Fox, Acuna racked these up on his way to the record. And it was Saturday on Fox when Harper went on Harper. So yeah, Saturday on Fox is where it happens.
Cracker Barrel was founded on the simple belief that freshly made food should be served up at a fair price. Today, that's more important than ever. So we've got over 20 meals under $12, including all the generously portioned classics that made us famous, and the signature sides you've always loved. All served up with an extra helping of care. Eat, shop, earn. Cracker Barrel Rewards.
Looking for a smarter way to mop? Try the Swiffer Power Mop. An all-in-one cleaning tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. Our cleaning pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips that absorb and lock dirt away. And it has a 360-degree swivel head that goes places a regular mop just can't. So you can clean your home faster than ever. Don't mop harder, mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
It's not about the cars, the speed, the action. It's not about the party or the long weekend. It's about them. The ones that gave everything. This Memorial Day weekend, we honor the fallen at America's Home for Racing. The 65th running of the Coca-Cola 600.
Good racing all around here as we anticipate some rain heading toward Dover, Delaware. Cole Custer leads, racing for position. That's 7th on the line. You saw Creed and Truex going at it. Allmendinger hanging around. The advantage now 1.3 seconds for Custer over second place Justin Allgaier. There are the teammates going at it for 7th.
We're getting to the point of the run. Custer's starting to run into some lap traffic. You know, I mean, it's this place gets wide, but it's also slick. You know, and it and how he works his way through lap traffic is going to be tough. And he's going to really have to figure out, all right, what do I need to do I need to go back up to the high line? You know, he's kind of been running the bottom mainly this run, whereas before we saw his strength running up the racetrack. So I'd be curious to see, hey, what is my car maybe not doing as good now to where I don't feel as comfortable running up there?
Hey, you see Jesse Love right behind him there. He's got, I don't know, 7-8 laps newer tires. Remember he had that flat left rear tire? He's looking to get one of his laps back. Right behind that, you see Justin Allgaier in that black and red car, number 7, that is reeling them in. So, you know, I do think at one point when this track was green, they were chasing that tan, right, where there was no rubber, very, very high at the racetrack. That's where Cole Custer was the strongest at the end of the second stage. Now, it's rubbered up there, right? So the grip is kind of gone. It's rubbered up everywhere, and it's migrated back to the bottom. If you're one of the best cars, you're running the very, very bottom again. And it doesn't seem like the 00 is quite as strong as he was. And you see the traffic there in front of him.
Brennan Poole, last car on the lead lap. He wants to stay in that position, depending on how things play out with cautions. He doesn't want to lose a lap here, so we'll see how hard he races the 00. Not at all. Custer drives right by him. I thought maybe he would hold him up with the door for Allgaier, and he does not.
It's definitely a lot of traffic. I mean, going back to how much this track changes, too. There's not a track that changes more with rubber than this racetrack right here. Maybe Bristol has some ways kind of like that too, but it feels like Dover here, it's almost like a dirt track. There's times that you have so much grip, you're like, how do I have this much grip? And then you fast forward 30 laps into the run and you are sliding everywhere and you're like, how do I have no grip?
Yeah, it's like in qualifying, for our cars, like the track is pretty green, it's bare, and the amount of grip we had in qualifying is just unbelievable, and then you get to the race and the track rubbers up like this and you're like, how did I have this much grip 30 laps ago and now I'm hanging on for dear life? So these concrete tracks are super finicky.
59 to go. Here's Cole Custer radio.
Somewhere around 160, 150 to 160 before the rain gets here. Just keep fighting hard.
Okay.
So about 15 laps.
Well, see, it's so hard. I mean, being a crew chief, think about how hard this is, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you gotta sit there and try to call this race, right, off of fuel mileage. How much fuel you have in your car before you have to pit. And then you're looking at the radar. And I don't know if many of you have ever looked at a radar, but I'm sure everyone has. It's not always, like, consistent, right? Like, and there's a little delay. Like, it updates every 3 to 5 minutes. And you're like, oh, wow, it changes. All of a sudden, there's a pocket now, and we're not getting rained on. And you would have thought for sure we were going to get rained on. It's very hard for a crew chief to call a race off of the radar. And that's the box that they're going to be in here shortly if they get to where they're about out of gas. Because let's be honest, right? Planning right now, if you want to look at the fastest way to get to lap 200, you pit right now, right? But I don't think you can do that if you look at the radar.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to lose so much time if you pit under green before everybody ends up raining. Then you're hosed, right? So you have to figure out. I feel like you just got to run it as long as possible, especially if you're the top 2 guys. Even the top 5 or so, you got to run it as long as you possibly can.
And you see the pylon. Into stage 2. That was 51 laps ago. And the fuel window somewhere between 85 and 90 laps. So they got a long way to go before they're going to have to make a pit.
So who doesn't have a long way to go? Justin Allgaier to get the lead. Cole has run up on these cars running 3 different lanes than him. Jesse Love's trying to get his lap back, so he is faster because he has newer tires than
Van Gisbergen trying to stay on the lead lap.
Van Gisbergen, the 92 trying to stay on, his lap. So, I mean, Cole is in a hornet's nest right now, and Justin's trying to pounce on him.
He got to Brennan Poole, drove right by him. I said, okay, maybe everything's going to work out here in this lap traffic. And then he got to Van Gisbergen, and everything changed. Woo! That was a bit of a ride for Allgaier, but he is right there on his back bumper now.
Well, it gets harder the more cars you lap, because each car that you lap further up towards the field is faster. Yeah, that was big right there. Cole was able to get by both of those lap cars in one corner.
Yeah, getting the 2 for right there. That was a huge deal. You see the gap he put on Justin Allgaier just in one straightaway. And now Justin still has to get by the 97 of Shane Van Gisbergen. So that was a big, sigh of relief for Cole Custer.
Racing for the lead, could be racing for a win as we anticipate sometime maybe next 10 laps or so we could get some rain here at Dover.
Right, and the 97's not going to make it easy on Justin, right? He's trying to stay in touch with the 00 because the more cars, 00 is going to go a lap up and lap this 51. Shane has to make sure he's the first car lap down to be the lucky dog. So Shane just doesn't
is
roll over and
catching Custer.
just because second's trying to pass him.
Oh, I see right there, the 00 still really good at kind of just pivoting right in the center of the corner to turn underneath Jeremy Clements there to get him down a lap. His car is pretty versatile, and that's what's going to help him work this traffic. There's times here you can have a really fast car, but it's only fast in one lane. That's all well and good until somebody's in your lane. You have to have a car that can move around the racetrack. It looks like Cole has that.
20 cars on the lead lap. Jeremy Clements 21st, just went a lap down. Next car Custer will see will be Daniel Dye. Think about the year for Cole Custer, coming off a championship. Didn't win last year in his championship season until June. But already this year, if you look at the numbers, laying the first 9 races in 2023 over what he's done so far defending his title, Custer has been better this season and leading more laps today than he's led in any other race so far this year. 79 out front for the 00.
Let's ride with Cole for a lap and just listen to the throttle and see how much he has to play with it through the corner. for so long, you're like, you go back to like 60%, you back up to like 20, go back, and like it's
Clear, all clear.
You're trying to set it up to all be low right there at the exit of the corner. If you start drifting it up too much at the 2/3 point of the corner, that last little bit of the corner, which is coming right here, you got to be in good position right there. If you're too high and pointing towards the wall, when you come up out of that hole right there, and you're not pointing in the right direction, pow, into the fence, really, really fast. That's all about getting that point and then throttling up.
And sometimes you have to do it like you see him getting kind of squirt gas to it in the middle, and then he has to back out to get the car reset, you know? So he has to make time in the middle, but he can't just carry that throttle the whole way, or his car is just going to, you know, get out of shape and he's going to be out of the groove. So it's such an interesting throttle position here. I think more than any other track that we go to, of how much you're actually playing with it. Maybe in other tracks like at Homestead, when you're on the wall, you can play with it more, but it was just fascinating for everyone at home to hear that.
Yeah, there's two completely different ways of driving the track here. There's some that lift early and wrap the bottom and do what you're saying, right? Just a little bit of throttle. There's others that just ship it into the corner really hard, get it pointed, go up the racetrack and come back down.
Custer leads Allgaier in his hip pocket. Here's 7 radio.
For the win right here, Andy, it's got to happen soon. How far out's the race? 2 miles. Let's stay on it now. We're looking at weather here. It's not far.
And I don't think Allgaier's mindset would change if the weather was close or not. You know, I mean, 45 to go. He's working his tail off. I mean, he's trying his hardest to get the lead, whether it's going to go run full 200 laps or it's going to get cut short by a little bit. He's on full attack mode right now.
The bottom line is, regardless of the circumstance, you want to be in control of the race, right?
Yeah.
I mean, under these circumstances, you definitely want to be up front because you know it could rain and the race would be over. But as you said, Allgaier's getting after it regardless of what
rain is apparently 2 miles away.
100%. You look at how he's just able to slowly reel him in all the way through turns 3 and 4 right there. That car is better than Cole Custer's right now. Right there, he's going to get a little bit of air. He's going to just try to close up that gap a little bit more as Cole ran a little bit higher past the 15 there for that car. This is going to just be a little inch by inch by inch. He's going to have to reel him in.
Regan?
Adam, things getting pretty stressful inside of that 00 car right now. We know we've got rain in the air. It's area. Take a listen.
Caution.
There it is, yellow.
That's it.
Caution is out. And you
That's
see the
it.
rain on the windshield for race leader Cole
That's going to
Custer.
do it. Most
It
likely.
was ready for a few laps, but when you're leading this thing, you're like, it's pouring. It's pouring. It is pouring. No grip out here.
I don't know if crew chief Jonathan Toney is a dancer, but he might have been doing the rain dance down there. They needed that.
So
Allgaier was like, it's fine. Like, there's no rain out here.
Now, how does NASCAR
probably
make that call?
going to go into a red flag, and that will probably do it.
Officials that are making that decision, they're sitting in a booth like we are, and we can't tell if it's raining or not. Neither can they. They're relying off of, you know, maybe the pace car driver, maybe the flag man saying if it's raining.
Some of their
or not.
spotters, right?
Right, and then you listen to some of the drivers over the radios, and let's be honest, when you're going 150 miles an hour, a little bit of rain looks like it's pouring because you're carrying so much speed.
You're saying it could be a quick shower. That's what
And then
Bob's
you can't listen to
saying.
the leader because you know, well, of course he's going to say it's raining. So, tough call for NASCAR. You don't want to wait too long in red cars either.
Exactly.
But you don't want to put it out too early to where, you know, fans aren't going to see racing. So I'd say this is the point. That is probably correct.
Going to be 40 laps to go this time around to the scheduled distance. Cole Custer leading Justin Allgaier in our 5th caution of the day for rain.
But now this is a tough spot, too. What if the rain don't pick up right now?
Do you pit? Do you stay out? Right?
This is what they're talking about right now.
19 cars on the lead lap right now.
They're hoping it pours, so at least there's a decision made. This light sprinkle thing's like, boy, if they go back green, I don't know. And now we're here. They may open pit road.
Damn.
This is such a hard call because if you don't pit, you're going to have to pit later. You'll lose all your
Shit.
position. But you can't look at that radar and say it's not going to rain.
So Jonathan Toney was celebrating, and now he's like, "Are you kidding me? Pit road is open."
There he is.
That's
I
fucked.
think if you're at the back of the lead lap, you stay out. I mean, the leaders might stay out too. I feel like you got to stay out.
You got to stay out.
Yeah, you have to.
I think. But they can't make it to lap 200, but I don't think they're racing to lap 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to stay out. You're sure? Not raining much.
It rained enough to produce the caution. The rain is let up. Pit road opens. Boy, no shot fake.
Riley Herbst pits.
Riley Herbst pits. Austin Hill. Carson
Sheldon's
Walker,
pitting.
others. So we have some takers. Josh?
And for the 21 of Austin Hill, he said that car was just too loose. He's sliding the fronts on exit. He just can't do what he wants to do with that car late in the runs. Needs some help with that. Regan?
Well, it sounded out like auctioneers on the radios just a moment ago. Guys deciding if they're going to pit or stay out. The 98 car of Riley Herbst, one of those that decided they would go ahead and take some tires right now. He needs a little bit of help in traffic. It fired off better in the last run, but still needs help in traffic with his.
Big thing about Riley Herbst making a pit stop. He was leading the way of those drivers going for the dash for cash. So that's another item to watch in the final 40 laps. We're watching the radar. We're watching the activity on track. So many storylines unfolding here late at Dover. Am I going to pit? Nah, I'm going to stay above that orange box. The restart when we return.
If we do get the restart.
Smile, you found it. The feeling of finding psoriasis can't filter out the real you. So go ahead, live unfiltered with the one and only Sotyktu, a once-daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis and the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding you're so ready for your close-up, or finding you don't have to hide your skin, just your background. Once daily Sotyktu was proven better, getting more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known as Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. There's only one Sotyktu, so ask for it by name. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
This season, Toyota Racing is looking for jaw droppers. Iron stomachs that can stand the pressure. And quick draw thumbs that leave their own smoke trail. So hold on tight and strap yourself in. This season, we want you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Tonight, this car is telling spotters they can go. That we're going back racing.
So you're
I thought that was going to be it, but I was wrong.
Hey, at least you get first crack at fresh waffles.
Bon appetit.
Oh, I will. What? Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, shine.
Arby's Free Sandwich Month is nearly over, meaning Arby's haters have one last chance to be proven wrong about Arby's. Buy Arby's on Arby's Dime. Online only. Arby's, we have the meat.
We started in Brooklyn in '78 and quickly learned we weren't building exhaust. We were building excitement, giving drivers that same roar of victory on their way to work that they heard at the races. Almost 5 decades later, nothing's changed.
What a lovely place. Oh, the kids weren't joking. This place is something else. Straight from the history books it is. Now to find that fudge we heard so much about. Well, that didn't take long. You can thank Junior for that.
We're getting ready for a restart. Cole Custer is the race leader. Let's listen to their radio under caution.
Okay, 7, stay 2. We're going to be okay here. Yeah, sorry about that, but I believe it's going to be here. I don't think we're going to go back green, but if it does, we'll come get tires here and we'll go race them.
So that was a late call on the pit road. We thought he was faking it. No, he did not fake it. He had a late call on the pit road. It was too late for Cole to make it on the pit road. And there's not much that makes a driver more mad than that, apparently.
So we thought we were going to go green. They've added a lap. That's good news for Custer because the reason they added the laps is we're getting rain again.
And Sammy Smith just pulled up pit road. I think he's out of gas.
Okay.
But then we just saw more rain on Custer's camera. So are these guys close on gas? Like, is the 7, the 00?
I wonder if they're idling around, right? And the pickup's on the far right side of the box.
Now the lights are off.
So the top 5 drivers, or the top 6 rather, stayed out
We'll
here.
have to see.
Yeah, the 8 car ran out of gas. Yeah, I mean, the banking is huge here, right? You don't normally run on the apron
I
like Talladega,
I
so...
don't understand though. I mean, and I know you talk about the pickup and all that, but we really weren't all that close on the fuel window. You know, that's
Maybe they didn't get completely full.
It's got to be right.
Possibly on the last pit stop as well.
The lights are off
He's
right
a little
now.
stopped on
Okay, now they're back on.
The lights are back on the pace car. We did see the water on the windshield under caution here, and that, I mean, I was a little bit nervous when they were about to go green, if I was being honest here, so.
I don't know if Jonathan Toney was dancing before, but he should be dancing now.
He definitely is now.
Imagine if he did pit right there, and it did rain right here, and he would have gave the race away to just an out guy if it rains down. I mean, it's such a hard call. Like I said, you're making a call off the weather radar, and assuming we're going to go green in a certain amount of time, all that stuff is very, very hard to do.
Going to be a fun finish today, tomorrow on FS1, the NASCAR Cup Series, right here at the Monster Mile, where danger is lurking at every turn. The pre-race gets things going, 1 Eastern time, then we're green at 2. It's all on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Looking forward to this tomorrow. They're worth 400 on FS1. We've talked about it with these guys today. For you tomorrow, this is a tough place to go out and get it done.
Yeah, it is. It's really hard. It is a long 400 laps for sure around this place. We talked about how much the track changes here for the Xfinity cars. The same's going to be for us. I can't say we really know what we're going to have tomorrow because the track's going to be so different. The sun's supposed to be out tomorrow. The weather's supposed to be beautiful, but the track's going to take so much rubber tomorrow, Ryan, that it's hard for me to say what we got in our race car right now.
Yeah, it is really difficult, and you see that we've talked about the transition of the track through the run all day today, and tomorrow when the sun's out, it's going to be even more, right? So, in our cup practice, we didn't really lay rubber down. It kind of marbled and, just kind of spit rubber chunks off the sides, and that's going to change tomorrow when the sun gets out and the track gets a little bit darker. So, I don't know. This is one of the toughest places. I scratch my head more Saturday nights here going into the Sunday race to try to figure out what to do for the race from practice more than anywhere. So very difficult place, but it should be a beautiful day out tomorrow, and it'll be a good one for sure.
We're talking about racing on Sunday. Let's revisit some of your Saturday success here, because the two of you have been really good at Dover in the Xfinity car. Joey, we mentioned earlier, you won 2 of those races for Joe Gibbs Racing in 12. You came back and swept the season in 13 for Team Penske, 4 in a row.
It was good.
And then in 17, Blaney, you win, and then you give the flag to a fan. It kind of began a new tradition.
Yeah, that was the first time I did that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Really cool to kind of start to try. I don't really know where I came up with that. I'm sure someone's done it in the past, but it was good. I was trying to make a memory for a kid that lasts a lifetime, and that's what I've been doing. And the biggest problem with that, I just have to win more to give away more checkered flags.
But you were telling me that you've actually now, over the years, met fans who you've given the flag to. That is so cool, the residual impact.
Yeah, I'll meet their parents, obviously meet the kid. Do you remember giving, my son, my daughter this flag at this race, and just a really cool kind of full circle thing. And it's cool to see, the kids grow up from 5 years ago when I gave them a checkered flag to what they are now. It's just, it's one of those special things, right? And these guys are signing relief right now.
Oh.
They're going to bring him down pit road.
Yeah, it's like, thank God. you make the wrong call.
So we're going to go under red.
Just all fingers are pointing to one person, so that is a sigh of relief for the crew chief of Cole Custer and that 00 team.
Ford has not won this season, but in position here today. We've got rain at Dover. Cole Custer is your race leader as they come down pit road, Regan.
At Cole Custer's crew chief, Jonathan Toney. I don't know that you've had a race quite this stressful this year. What's your take on everything going on right now? I imagine you think it's monsooning right now, don't you?
Man, I tell you what, I think it's going to rain till tomorrow, I'd say. Ain't no way we're going to go back green.
Ain't no way we're going to go back green.
Good job keeping up with the weather for us here today, and, it's just like gambling. We'll just see how it plays out here.
If we do get back going, how are you guys on fuel? I know that's going to be tight.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close here on fuel, so, like I say, I think it's going to rain. Ain't no way we're going back green.
Thanks, Jonathan.
It's funny. We didn't even talk about weather being a factor today when he and I met in his hauler this morning. And he said, this place gives me heartburn. Because there are so many scenarios that can play out in the final stage here, you add the unknown of weather, and here we are.
Here we are at the light rain, right? Like, this isn't, the drivers aren't even getting out of the car. This is a park, hang on a minute.
This would be
maybe
Ford's first win.
we'll get this back in. So this is just the holding pattern right now.
We had a crazy top 10 last week at Talladega. Some of the names in the top 10 here. Parker Cleveland up there, not a huge surprise, but Kyle Sieg in the top 10, and a great day going for Carson Qualter. We're back in a moment.
Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Thanks to Skyrizi, I'm on my way with clearer skin. 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin in 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk
Drivers
of
are told to stay in their
ability to
cars.
fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Bacon, bacon, bacon. Introducing Applebee's new whole lotta bacon burger. Just $9.99 for a limited time. Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Tonight, your body clock is 3 time zones ahead. So you're up early. Hey, at least you get first crack and fresh waffles.
Bon appetit.
Oh, I will. What? Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine.
Men tell us when they use Just for Men to eliminate gray, there's a great before and after. Then there's the after. That boost you get when you look and feel your best. And that's why more men choose Just for Men.
Your local Ace is the largest national retailer of steel power tools. Gas or battery, you won't find this full lineup at a warehouse store. You can find it at Ace. Order online and get free pickup or free assembly and delivery.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Arby's Free Sandwich Month is nearly over, meaning Arby's haters have one last chance to be proven wrong about Arby's. Buy Arby's on Arby's Dime. Online only. Arby's, we have the meat.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
If it's been over 12 months, then it's time to give your cabin air filter a refresh. Napa and BioShield cabin air filters keep your HVAC running smooth, filtering pollen, dust, mold, and more. Available now at Napa Auto Care and Auto Parts locations nationwide.
Weeds. They have you surrounded. Take your load back. With Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action, it gets 3 jobs done at once. Kills weeds, prevents crabgrass, and keeps it growing strong.
Download the MyLawn app today for lawn care tips and customized plans.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Is Playoff Jason a thing?
Nah. Playoff Jason is not a thing.
Okay, Tatum. We all know it's a thing. Same goes for Playoff Spider.
It's not a thing.
Well, Brunson can't deny it.
I mean...
Is that official?
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, I see. You got the whole league in on this.
Not a thing.
Let me guess. Playoff
It's not a thing.
Are you serious? Everyone's calling playoff insane. It's clearly a thing.
It's not a thing.
Well, let's find out.
Coming up next, PBA Elite League action. One of the world's greatest bowlers, Jason Belmonte, in action for Team LA as they meet Portland, and Vegas meets Akron. It's bowling coming up next here on FS1.
Got our 5th caution of the day here at Dover for rain. That has led to a red flag. Cole Custer is leading as all the cars are pulled down pit road, and we sit and wait. Let's flash back 2019. It was a great year here for Cole Custer. He had a pole here and finished inside the top 5. Also was able to get...
So we just wait and find out our fate. Do we go back racing, or is it the end?
stats very similar to what Justin Allgaier has put up at this place. And here we are today. They're running 1-2 as we wait out the rain. Let's dial up the 00.
Let's talk to Cole. Cole, Custer, Joe Logano, Blaney, Adam Alexander up here in the Fox booth. You got us?
I got you guys.
Well, I'm sure from your windshield, I mean, you probably can't even see where you're going. It's so wet. I'm sure Justin Allgaier may say something different in second place. Maybe he'd say the same, actually. What do you think? You got that Mustang up front is looking good. We're glad you missed pit road for this occasion right now. It looked like you were called to pit road, but it was close. What's your feelings inside the car right now?
A lot of anticipation here, you know. I mean, I feel like JT and the guys did a great job with the car. I mean, our Haas Automation Ford Mustang Dark Horse is really good, especially on the short run. But I mean, it's coming through the roof here. There's rain everywhere, so I don't know if we're gonna get back going here, but nonetheless, I think we've done a great job today. We just gotta try and finish this thing out.
Yeah, it's definitely, such a hard call. We were talking about it up here, how challenging of a pit call this possibly can be. As you sit there right now, it's barely raining, right? It's not even enough to get you guys out of the car yet. But, it's just such a hard place to be. How does that conversation go with your crew chief?
Well, it's tough because, I'm in the car, so he kind of can see the whole picture a little bit more, and I guess the radar looks really bad, and obviously, I mean, the rain is definitely covering the windshield right now on the cameras, but it's just a hard call. You're just you're hoping that you make the right one here, but nonetheless, really proud of what we've done here today. We're bringing a really fast car that has led a lot of laps, so hopefully come back here and be in victory lane later.
Absolutely. You guys have done a great job. Fast car. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Here's a cool stat for you. 6 of the last 7 drivers that have won here.
I think they're trying to get them back going.
That season to make the championship 4, and I say that because you got Custer in that circumstance winning here 2019, and Justin Allgaier has 2 wins here in recent years. This has just been an unbelievable track for the veteran driver out of Illinois. Thrilling finish here in 18 with his teammate. And that day, not only won the race, looked like that was one of those dash for cash afternoons for him. Won again in 2020. That was the weekend we were doing the double header. He's been impressive again today, winning stage 1, second right now. Let's dial him up.
Oh. Hey, Justin Allgaier, Ryan Blaney, Joe Logano, Adam Alexander in the booth. How is it wet down there? What's it look like from your seat?
Yeah, I mean, it's wet. It's steady. It's not real heavy, but it's definitely a steady rain down here. Just, it's hard to tell what to expect here. I know we're right on the edge of the weather and see what happens.
Well, you look like you were about to really start putting pressure on Cole there before they had that yellow. You ran him down from a few seconds back, and we know your car's really good on the long run. Obviously, there were some split decisions on pitting. I mean, take us a little bit through what that conversation was like with you and the crew chief.
Yeah, I mean, obviously our Jerry Logistics was really good today. Track position has been so key, and we've been on both sides of it now. At the end of that long run there, I felt like it was really playing to our favor to have the corner wrap around the bottom like we have, and I felt like we were gaining on Cole. And getting around lap traffic is super difficult. You're never really sure what to expect, but I think there's such a big cell behind what's already here that. I was kind of hoping it would run longer, to be honest with you, under green. If it would run longer, I think we would have had a shot at get Cole there. But once the caution came out, the cell's so close, it'd be really hard to come down pit road and just give up a solid finish if the rains do come.
I hear you. Well, really good job today. We'll see. Hopefully we get this thing back going, but best of luck the rest of the day.
Either way, thanks. I appreciate it, and hope you guys are having fun up there. It's probably a little drier up there than it is down here, but hopefully you guys have a little bit of fun up there, and we're putting on a good race for you.
Yeah, you'll definitely put on a good show. We appreciate it, and have a good one.
I'm surprised he admitted that it's raining. I mean, Cole Custer oversold it, but he was honest with us. I respect him for that.
I thought he was going to be like bone dry.
Yeah.
Well done steak. It's dry. Not a drop of rain out here.
I mean, we talked about Justin Allgaier and the finishes that he's had here, right? 9 out of the last 10 have been like in the top 3. This would be another one if it continued to rain right now. Here's a little race recap. Early in the race, Haley Deegan, JJ Yaley contact very early.
This was scary. Ryan Sieg, one of those drivers going for the 100 grand today, catches fire. He was was released from the care center. Stage 1 goes to Justin Allgaier. Started third, got the advantage, and led 34 laps. Cole Custer won a race off pit road at the end of stage 1. Worked through some traffic and won stage 2. Jesse Love was in the top 5 or 6 when he had the flat tire. Had to make an unscheduled stop. He's 2 laps down in 27. And the rain brings out our 5th caution of the day. Lap 159. We rode around a little bit. Now the red flag. JT celebrating. We'll see if he celebrated too early. And I don't know. Man, it's hard to tell with this radar if we're going to get back going or not.
Yeah, they just in that no man's lane where it's not quite raining hard to say get out of the car, we got to put jet dryers out, and not quite dry enough to say put the cars back on the track, let's let them go again. So this is the worst place. If you're a driver, you're like, come on, just one or the other.
Yeah,
you know?
make a call one way or the other, yeah.
And those guys that just pitted, they are in the best spot, right? The cars that pitted, Brandon Jones, Austin Hill, Kloppel, they pitted. They're hoping we go back green, and then they're going to be in the camper.
We need to dial Jones or Hill up and be like, is it raining? that would be the answer that we want, is dry out here.
No word from NASCAR. Last report we got from Justin Allgaier, who said there is light rain. We continue to monitor the situation in Dover.
All right. I'm going to change your world. That's going to be interesting. Let's go. I loved Hoover. Great. Yeah.
I think they're just trying to wait for something bigger.
You want to look for the underdog. Good luck with that. In sports, people hate what they fear. They hate the Cowboys. They hate LeBron. I've got a lot of haters. Truth hurts sometimes. I'm controversial when I don't even mean to be. It doesn't matter how many times I'm right. You'll still argue with me. This is The Herd.
We are back. The next level chef battle has begun.
You'll have to earn your place on one of our teams.
And you can watch anytime. Before sizzling new episodes every Thursday.
You don't get a second chance.
We need the best.
Who will make the cut?
I've been waiting for this my whole life. Sticky rice in 20 minutes? It's burnt.
On the most competitive season yet.
3, 2, 1.
Tonight was just not your night.
All new Next Level Chef, Thursdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
We believe in the 2-minute drill, goal line stands, toe taps, strip sacks.
Track is ready, but very, very light rain on the track.
And whatever this guy's doing, we believe in speed and power, hustle and grit, and that nothing is more dangerous than a man with a dream. We believe in football, the United Football League, tonight at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Who are you? They wanted me to find out about her. She's got a sick kid, a dead husband. She's desperate.
I'm just the cleaning lady. She's clearly much more than that. Everything I've done for myself. I'm never going to let anything bad happen.
Hell yeah.
The Cleaning Lady, Tuesdays on Fox, or watch anytime on Hulu.
It is official. First things first. Is it Ed?
The reviews are in.
First things first is a mix of analysis, tremendous chemistry, and total ridiculous.
The red flag has been lifted.
Nick, Brew, and Wild are the MVPs of sports talk.
I'm Mahomes, you're Kelsey, and you're Andy Reid. I don't want to be Mahomes, or at least Kelsey. Yeah, I think I'm
So a 13-minute red flag there.
First things first, weekdays at 3 Eastern on FS1.
Blockbuster reviews. Incredible costumes and show-stopping performances.
Sucker, dream crusher, I love.
It's non-stop masked mania.
I'm taking everyone down.
TV's most cutthroat competition.
Trophy is mine.
This queen has arrived at the
Time to SmackDown. The Masked Singer, only Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Back at Dover, red flag has been lifted. We're under caution again, and the driver's out behind the pace car getting a feel for the track.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to think right now. These poor guys that,
saw
that
raindrops.
stayed out, it still may rain before we go back green. There's no telling what's going to happen. But I think that
Look at this.
I think they're
pitting.
pitted.
Wow.
Cole's pitting. Regan, here comes the 0-0.
Well, Adam, a lot of conversation on the radio when they fired the car.
It's gonna fucking rain again, dumbass.
Going and on the racetrack, we are going to pit the first time by. Right up until the moment they peeled off onto pit road, Cole finally came on the radio and said, "Are we pitting or not?" They said pit. They think that this is going to get back going now and that the weather's going to blow out, so they're going to put the tires on him. He's been a little bit too tight up until this point. As the runs goes on, the car gives up a little bit after 30 laps.
Well, that's pretty early to pit, too. Like, I'm just saying that they didn't give him the 1 to go yet. I think I would have stayed out to at least get the 1 to go. They've already pitted at a closed pit road there, so you're going to have to start the tail end of the field. Tail end behind all the lap cars. So the very, very back. So you're not even going to be able to pass anybody for position. You'll be behind
That's
all
so
the lap
dumb.
cars. I believe I would at least stayed out, Ryan, until
At least till 1 to go.
1 to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a hard call to make. And I'll tell you who has benefited since we've already chosen. 81 just came to pit road, Chandler Smith. So I'll tell you who's really benefited. Austin Hill picked the top along with Carson Kvapil, and they have just been promoted. They're promoting. Austin Hill's on the front row now. Carson Kvapil's fourth. Brandon Jones was the first car off of pit road, and he chose the bottom, and he's only fifth. That just shows who's come to pit road, who has not come to pit road. So let's check in what the 7's been saying.
It's raining harder now than it was when we stopped the race. Don't stay out.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my goodness.
This is incredible.
That was so.
To make it exciting up here.
I'm in disbelief of not the fact that we're just riding around, the strategy of this. And right now I'm here, we're coming back to the 1 to go. I see the flag man, he's got the flag wrapped up like you're going to give him the 1 to go. If Algier is going to pit, this is going to be his last chance to pit, unless he's going to go green in that position with not a whole bunch of gas left.
They're not going to go back green.
As well. The 7 and the 48 of Parker Kligerman are the 2 cars that we anticipate could be running low on fuel. And I thought he might come there, but he stays out.
He did. It's a gamble either way, right? I mean, you say it's a gamble. No matter what you do right now, you're gambling.
They're going to get the 1 to go, and this takes me to how Austin Hill has won races, right? I mean, you think about
Gonna get the 1 to go.
Daytona, what happened at Atlanta, and once again, he could be in position.
More times than not, you see Austin Hill be pretty solid all day. He wasn't bad today. But then all of a sudden you see him in victory lane. Just some way, somehow that team figures out how to win. Either way, he's sitting here second place if it was the
Lights are
rain
still
right now.
off.
And if not, he's in a great spot. I don't know what the 7.
So now Justin, he's trying to say he wants the top, possibly.
He doesn't get to choose, I don't believe.
I don't think he gets to choose either.
The lights are off.
Man, it looked like
I don't know.
I think he's trying to probably just delay it to where it rains.
Oh, maybe maybe he is doing that. I don't think he can do that. Wow.
Whoa.
So that was an interesting move. He got him to wave
That's
off
stupid.
The green
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Let's go 7 radio.
That's just stupid. That's stupid.
I know, they didn't get it right. Them guys are all wrong. Pull up in front of them. This is wrong. They got to call it off or open pit road. You shows outside. Stay there. You're running into me under caution.
No, I mean, to me, the choose happened before they came down pit road. The choose stayed the way it was. You can't, just because you got promoted up to the front row doesn't mean you get to switch or do different things. I believe Justin Allgaier is smarter than you think, and he has done exactly what he tried to do by waving off the green flag, hoping for another 1 minute if the rain is close by.
Well, let's go back to the beginning of the race, the initial start. These two got together, right? And I'm not saying that played a role in what happened here, but this is the first time we've seen Austin Hill and Justin Allgaier have a bit of a disagreement over real estate in today's race. Now we're going to get the green. Outside lane, Austin Hill. Inside, Justin Allgaier. Row 2, Parker Kligerman and Carson Kvapil. Going to be 28 laps to go.
So we are going to go back green.
He's going clear to 21. Look at Kligerman falling back.
It's raining, I think.
Right behind him. He's going to get a run.
7's clear. Allgaier to the lead.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
He goes wide. Austin Hill takes the
Austin
top
Hill
spot.
bump and run.
Carson Quapple through to second. Sheldon Creed is now third.
Jesus Christ. This could be for the win. It could rain at any moment.
Remember, he's on a lot older tires, so he's going to get.
It looks like it is raining, but
start.
maybe that's just leftover raindrops.
I think he's hanging fairly strong, all things considered.
Howell on the wall. Brandon Jones out of shape.
Caution is out.
6-1 of the day.
Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones spins and the caution is out.
You said it, Austin Hill, they figure out a way to be up front when it matters the most. And there you see right there in the lead with 26 to go.
Brandon Jones started on the pole, led 13 laps. Has not finished inside the top 10 since Phoenix last month. Here's what happened.
You see it was 3 wide. AJ Allmendinger up top. Bradley Herbst on the bottom. AJ has to check up on the exit. He wasn't ready for that. And had to make a big move to not run in the back of AJ.
Yeah, just one of those things. AJ was up a little higher than he wanted to be. Gotten the fans checked up, and just you just bounce off the wall, you know. And the 9 is there, unfortunately, and there's the got the short end of the stick on that one.
You know, I really thought Brandon Jones was in one of the best positions after he took tires there. Unfortunately, that restart didn't go the way he planned it.
Cole Custer, who had made the pit stop and got the fuel, had to start at the rear because they pitted prior to the pit lane opening up, but he's now scored 15th, so his caution tightens things up, gets another restart for him as he tries to come from behind.
Yeah, so now Cole, right, he pitted when the pits were closed, so that made him go all the way to the very back. So now he can move in front of the cars that are a lap down. So there's a few cars in front of him that are a lap down, so now he can actually gain positions on the next restart.
Pit road will be open this time around.
And you got to think the 7 is coming. You know, I'm right. I mean, I feel like
I don't know how much more gas he's got left.
Yeah, they shouldn't have.
Hey, also look at our pylon with the dash for cash. Herbst is 7th, but Alfredo hanging around in the 11th position.
Well, here we come to the pit road entry. The car we expect to pit is Justin Allgaier to give up all this track position for the gamble that they thought it was going to rain earlier.
Boy, this has been some kind of wild race. Here's the 7, Josh.
Yeah, Justin Allgaier reluctantly comes in the pit. Before that, he just said, hey, it's raining harder than it was before. But the team told him, hey, we got to come in, end of our fuel window. We're going to get 4 tires and fuel.
We had mentioned prior to the restart, Parker Kligerman was also one of those drivers short when you looked at the fuel mileage situation. He had fallen back on that last restart, so he too comes down and gets his service. Kyle Sieg had been up there in the top 5 for a while. They were rolling the dice, hoping things would wash out and he could steal a top 5 or a top 10, but he too is making a pit stop, and all of that's good for Cole Custer as he continues to cycle up inside the top 12 now prior to the choose.
It looks like the rain has kind of picked back up a little bit from some onboard cameras.
Hey guys, we talked about this. I mean, everybody watching this broadcast saw the radar. We put it on here. You would say there's no way they're going to go back racing. Those crew chiefs are looking at something very similar to that, and that's why they made the call they did before. Like I said, it's a gamble no matter what you do. Whether you stay out and run down pit road, calling a race off of the weather, it's just so hard to do.
Let's go back and take you through what's happened in the last 10 or 15 laps. You got Cole Custer leading this race. Justin Allgaier is second. The rain comes, 33 to go. Eventually, we go back under yellow after we get a red flag for rain. Custer says, we've got to pit. They do. Allgaier gets the lead, but he goes wide. Austin Hill takes over the top spot. We get the caution for Brandon Jones. And everything is cycled through with Austin Hill leading this race. Carson Quapple in his second start. First trip to Dover is in the second position. Creed, looking for his first career win, is up there in third. Mayer, who's been quiet today, is fourth. And Taylor Gray is fifth. And we understand 23 to go. We're coming back to 1 to go to the green flag, and we'll do the choose.
Big choose here. This is a very important one. And, if you're Carson Quapple,
rain's being crazy.
Second time in one of these cars, you're about to choose on the front row with 23 to go next to Austin Hill, who's won a lot of these races, is very, very strong and very experienced at late race restarts for the win. Boy, he's in a tough spot, but what an awesome opportunity he's put himself in.
Yeah, great opportunity, and right, he's going to take the front row. You can't not take the front row. And he does take the bottom. I like that.
Sheldon's in third.
Do that. And he's got his teammate behind him, Sam Mayer, so hopefully they can both launch fairly decent.
Here's a cool story. Dale Jr., the boss man, is going to drive that 88 later this year at Bristol. His first trip to the Monster Mile, 1998, he won. So here's Carson Quapple, never been here before.
Maybe round 2.
I'm guessing Junior's cheering him on big time at home. I can only imagine the emotions. He's invested a lot in this young driver, second generation. We talked about his dad, Travis, and boy, has he done an awesome job today. Started 26th after being great in practice yesterday, but on the front row for a restart right at 20 laps to go.
Boy, you thought it was intense before. This has been one of the most intense races because everyone's thinking it's the end of the race. For the last 100 laps, you thought it was the end of the race.
Alrighty.
Teammate behind him in that low
Getting ready to go back green. Green flag. 21 to go. Come on, Sheldon.
Good tire spin from the 88. Still not a terrible start. Gonna lose second though. So you have to fight hard for third.
Austin Hill out front. Sheldon Creed through to second. Creed looking for his first career victory. He's finished second 8 times.
Come on, Sheldon.
Earlier this season to Hill at Daytona.
Quapple is going to get through 1 and 2 really well. I think some of that's that inexperience of being on the front row, how hard you can actually drive into turn 1. That's something that obviously he will get better at time if he keeps carrying the speed he's got here.
Quapple all clear for third. Allmendinger trying to make a run late. Racing Riley Herbst for 7th. Herbst trying to collect the $100,000 in the dash for cash.
Anthony Alfredo just 2 spots behind him. Watching this battle, he's 3 wide.
That's Cole Custer. He's trying to come back as well. He's inside the top 10 into 00.
Boy, that's an intense racing right here.
Jet Burton outside of Alfredo in the 5. Kyle Weatherman looking for a top 15.
You're still wondering what the fuck has been going on the last 2 laps. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Bulldog his way back through the field to get something out today.
Teammates for 4th. Truex, who won here last year, going inside of the 19 of Taylor Gray.
Truex, pretty nice rebound today. He didn't have a great, first 2/3 of the race, but they've done a good job. A good strategy play, got him back up to running 4th.
So hard for him not running full time,
Oh,
contact! Look at it, Ray! Hard over the wall.
Caution's out. Wow.
7th time today.
Grazing the wall, Taylor Gray.
We're just talking about Taylor Gray in 4th, was racing for 3rd. Now heavy damage on the right side of his Toyota.
Yeah, I looked from behind it. It's hard to say for sure without seeing the replay, but it looked like he had tagged in the left rear. We're going to get a better view here. You see Sam Mayer in the 1.
I want Sheldon to win.
Looks like
Just
he's just
tight.
going to get him.
Yeah, gosh, we talked about it. It's so narrow on the exit of these corners when you're trying to run side by side, and the car on the bottom wants to shove up, the car on the outside wants to try to take a little bit of racetrack away, and that's like the worst spot, right? If they're on your left rear, you're already going to get loose, and then obviously contact makes you looser. That we all know.
Huge hit, Blaney.
Yeah,
that's a knock the wind out of you type of thing. These cars don't crush much on the doors, right? The ones in the front hurt as well, but boy, when you hit right in the door like that, it definitely goes through your whole body. Big hit.
I blew a tire off in turn 2, about in that same spot in about 2016, and that's no fun.
You remembered it. Thank goodness you
Barely.
remembered it, though.
Barely.
Austin Hill.
Now, the restart, Sheldon Creed going to be on the front row, going for his first win. You know, so we know. So, back-to-back restarts we're going to have. We had Carson Quapple going first win, just a second start. Now you're going to have, we all know how, aggressive Sheldon Creed can be of, trying to go for a race win, right? He's going to line up at the 21. How aggressive does he get, getting off into turn 1?
Well, let's not forget, it is a little history here. Not to bring up the drama.
Not a little, a lot.
There's a lot of drama between those two. And, oh man, I don't know who I'd want on the inside of me. The 8 better than 4 situation. I don't know.
I forgot about that. Ex-teammates.
And in this case, where do you choose if you're Carson Quapple? Where do you go? Because did you go to the bottom and think they're going to both wash up? Here's a little history of the two.
This is with a spot in the championship 4 on the line. Sheldon Creed driving the 2. We go to overtime at Martinsville, and the final lap just got crazy. And Justin Allgaier says, "Thank you very much." Richard Childress not happy. Austin Hill not happy. And at the end of 2023, Sheldon Creed left RCR to go to Joe Gibbs Racing, and now going to be going for the top spot late.
Maybe it is the Vortex theory.
And that was just the most recent one. I believe there was more than just that.
Oh, yeah.
That was definitely the one that seems like broke the relationship for maybe forever. So it'll be very interesting to see the way this one plays out. Now they're not teammates anymore. Sheldon's driving a Joe Gibbs car.
Woo! Hey, and congratulations to Sheldon and wife Cammie this week. They welcomed their second child, and so we congratulate them on that. He'd love to bring the trophy home. He was racing in Portland a couple years ago. He was nervous about getting home when Axel was born, and here's the tweet that came out. Pierce is now here and looking good. He needs a Miles the Monster onesie, you know that?
Oh, absolutely. No bigger moments than that right there. That's what puts everything into perspective of what we're really doing here.
So they did open up the pit lane, but unless you're having some kind of an issue, you're not going to give up track position here. Be 13 to go when they come around this time, and keep an eye on Cole Custer. 8 before the choose.
Ryan Truex going to be 4th.
Well, we know Cole Custer, he even said it, how strong he is on the restarts. The first few laps of a run, he's really, really strong. It's going to be hard to come from 8th to win the race, but we've seen him do that 3 wide top move a couple times. I wouldn't be surprised if I see him, you try to pull that move off again to try to get a few more spots, get into the top 5.
With Austin Hill leading, let's revisit the last time Richard Childress Racing was able to win here at the Monster Mile. Driving the 29 car, Fox's own Clint Boyer. Boom, there it is.
Boy, it's crazy just to see those kind of cars on the racetrack again, isn't it? Boy, I remember those days.
15 years ago. He still knows how to celebrate, by the way.
Those type moments. I was in that race.
We're going to do the choose with 12 laps to go. We'll get the restart with 11 remaining.
Well, if you're Austin Hill, gosh, I don't know what lane I'd pick. I think the top.
I think I would want the top just because I would have more confidence in trying to launch and beat that guy, getting it one,
Quapple that was probably one of the tougher ones, but I still agree. You got to take the top. You got to go with the leader on that scenario.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance that Sam Mayer is in a great seat right now. Because if not Sam Mayer, Herbst is in a good spot. On the bottom. Yeah, even better. He's an even better spot than Truex.
Maybe not in the best spot either.
Whose
Team are you on?
Truex is in a great spot as well. I would say he's in a good spot. If they wash up the racetrack, which I believe there's a chance, right? If Sheldon's able to stay side by side with them into the corner, it could get ugly.
Yeah, if they enter even into turn one, it could get very exciting. Now, Austin Hill's banking on, I'm going to beat him, on launch. And I'm going to be clear, like he was clear of the 88 the last restart, right? So, two guys wishing for two different things.
And we're about to find out.
11 to go. Old teammates on the front row. Austin Hill, the control car outside of Sheldon Creed.
Back green. 11 to go. Come on, Sheldon. Come on, Sheldon. Jesus Christ. Come on, Sheldon.
He's still going to be side by side off the corner here.
Damn it.
He can clamp the left rear quarter panel.
Come on.
He's going to ship it down.
There you go. Come on. Come on.
Sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Clears it.
Sheldon Creed takes over.
Let's fucking go.
10 laps to go at Dover.
Come on.
It did it clean. That was as clean of a pass, just did a very
Oh
good
shit.
job executing it.
Oh shit.
Contact, bump and run. There goes the 21. Okay, the 21 opened the door. You're allowed to use the bumpers now.
You can do whatever you want after that move.
All bets are off. Racing
Jesus
for the
Christ.
lead. Truex hopping around in third. Here comes Sam Mayer. They're side by side for the lead. 9 to go.
Wow.
Monster mile.
Some great racing. Come on, Sheldon.
Oh, here comes Carson Quapple.
Here comes Quapple.
Thinks better of it and settles in line. 21 still there.
Quapple's sitting in a good spot right now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Did Creed get in the wall?
Carson Quapple inside for the top spot. Can he get there?
Jesus Christ. No, Sheldon.
What a move. Just packed the air on those two side by side. A horrible aero spot. Quapple recognized it, pushed it, got to the lead.
Clean air is king at Dover. 7 laps to go this time, making his second career start. Carson Quapple, the first time he's been here at Dover. Now the 88 has to make sure he seals the bottom off. If he gets off the bottom a little bit, the 21 will be able to gas up, get to his left rear, get him loose. So the biggest thing for Carson here is just trying to run as close to the bottom as you can and not let the 21 get any air.
Which he's doing a great job at right in that corner there.
Oh, there goes Riley Herbst.
What's been a Riley Herbst?
Riley Herbst around.
Caution is out. 8th of the day.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
Sammy Smith
Wow.
piling in. Kyle Seager's
Wow,
win.
just a pile up there. That was just stupid.
Oh my.
And look at this.
Well, Jesus.
Anthony Alfredo is now scored 8th, and he could be in line to win $100,000. Unbelievable.
Could be a line. He's in a fantastic
he's gonna
spot
get it
right now to do it.
That is amazing.
Wow, this race has turned 10 times for what you thought it was going to be. In the last 45 minutes, I have nothing. You could never have called what is going on right now. So Sammy Smith calling out. He's kind of pinned up against the wall there.
So this will probably bring us to a green white checker. Gotta believe we're gonna get overtime. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get everything fixed up.
We see teammates with each other. Justin Allgaier gonna get a run under him. He kind of opened up the door for him a little bit there, Blaney. I don't know. Late in the race, you open up the door, you're probably gonna stick your nose there and try to make the pass, right?
Yeah, it opened up briefly. It was cracked open.
Yeah.
Not been fully open.
He forced it the rest of the way open.
Yeah. That's one of those things, right? It's like if you're in Justin's shoes, oh, the bottom open. Oh, I'm gonna gas up. I'm gonna try to make that guy lift, And the 98 was coming down trying to make his exit of the corner, and the two guys just kind of collided.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm placing blame on anybody on that one. That looks like racing to me.
Herbst did a great job. hanging on to that thing and sliding through, and just so much traffic behind him. Couldn't avoid the contact.
I mean, you can't help that part of it coming back down the hill there. The banking is so steep here at Dover, you're going to slide back down.
I want to go back. Let's look at how Carson Quapple got this lead. 21, 18 racing each other hard, and the 88 just jumps on an opportunity. Wasn't afraid to stick it bottom of 3 wide. You see these guys wash up the track a little bit right in front of them, the 18 and the 21. And Carson just does a really good job of rolling the bottom. I mean, almost like the same thing that just happened. Just both guys getting loose, having to check up. 88 gets a good run, and then doesn't back out into turn 1. He sends it down in there, hooks the bottom great, and just drives by him.
And that's, like we said, he recognized what was going on in front of him.
Carson could still
racing for the win off the bottom of the track. He saw the gap, right? There's a little bit of air on the very rear bottom. There's his dad, Travis. Looking at, imagine watching your son going for his first win in a second start in a Xfinity series. I mean, that's, I don't know who's more nervous. Probably Dad.
Oh, for sure,
for sure, right? You gotta be. But what a great job Carson did to be able to recognize what was going on there and be able to keep the momentum to make a 3-wide pass for the lead, maybe for the win at Dover. You don't ever see that.
Think about 2024 in the Xfinity Series and all of the wild finishes that we have had. You just can't make up some of these dramatic endings. I go to Atlanta, race 2, all these drivers running out of fuel. We go to overtime, get the restart, then the leader, Jesse Love, who had dominated, runs out of gas. Austin Hill wins it. Allgaier looks like he's going to win. Inside of 5 to go in Phoenix, has the tire go down. He hits the wall and is so frustrated. And then Circuit of the Americas. Austin Hill, Shane Van Gisbergen trading blows. Here comes Kyle Larson winning in the Xfinity Series. Overtime at Martinsville. Eric Almirola gets the lead. Caution comes out. And the 20 gets the victory. And then 2 weeks ago, Texas Motor Speedway. Ryan Seed, Sam Mayer. Final lap. Second closest finish in Xfinity Series history. It's Mayer who wins it by 2 1/1000ths of a second. Junior Motorsports won then, and they're in position to do it today. But it's not Sam Mayer, it's not Brandon Jones, the pole sitter, it's not Justin Allgaier, who's always good at Dover. It is this young kid, Carson Quapple, making only his second start, and he's done a magnificent job this afternoon.
Absolutely. And, it's so much fun to watch those highlights, too. These Xfinity Series cars and drivers, but these cars just put on an incredible race. Right down to the very, very end. The strategy that's come down to some of those races as well, right, with not many sets of tires, definitely makes it interesting as well. Boy, it's been a fun season for me sitting up here in the booth so far, watching these races come down to the end, and Dover is another one of those today.
So we're going to overtime here. If you're looking for PBA Bowling Elite League from Fairlawn, Ohio, it's currently starting over on FS2. We'll get you there as soon as we're all done here at the Monster Mile. Let's do 88 radio, Carson Quapple and crew.
00 did take the bottom a lot earlier, and he would just sail it off down in there and clear up. You just don't want him to put it right there on your right rear quarter.
TJ, what are you thinking? Yeah, I think if you're controlling it, launcher from the bottom, I like that move. Yeah, they were able to control it earlier from the bottom.
Man, I don't know. It could be either way, right? If you're controlling it, okay. I could see the bottom possibly being a good move because you have control of the launch. You understand that, but it is tough to launch out of the hole right there. But Regan, what do you have with the nervous dad at this point right now?
I think nervous might be an understatement right now, Ryan. Travis Quapple, you've been in some high-pressure situations as a driver. What's this like as a dad watching your son try to get his first win?
This is pretty incredible. I definitely felt like we had a fast car going into today, but to be competing for the win here on a green-white checker is pretty amazing. We've been in these situations before, just not quite at this level. I know he can do it. Hopefully he just gets a good launch and get a good entry in turn 1 and set sail.
All right, good luck. Thanks.
So here comes the choose. He's going to take the top. I like that.
Yeah, I like the top as well. I just feel like, the 21 kind of spun the tires you know, when he was on the top and he was a control car, but I mean, gosh, you can't put your mind, you know, in the driver's seat of these guys, right? I mean, yes, Joey and I drive, but we're not in their situations right now. We don't know how they've been launching all day in their cars, you know, so you just got to put it in that young kid's hands, and then, hey, trust him 100%. I know that team probably does, and he has a great opportunity to do something awesome.
Overtime, a 2-lap shootout. As the leader comes around, gets the white flag under green. Next flag would end the race. Should the caution come out prior to the leader getting that white flag, we'll reset him and do it again. Listen to some of the names that have won in the 88. Brett Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Bruce Vail Jr., Kevin Harvick, Jamie McMurray, Chase Elliott. That's a nice list to join if you can finish the deal here in your Carson Quapple.
He's looking pretty good. This is his heart rate is through the roof right now as he comes for green-white checker for his first win.
There you go. Green flag.
Quapple Hill front row.
Hill got a good launch on the bottom.
Oh, Jesus, there goes Austin Hill. He's
onto the apron.
Not going to hang on, and the caution is out.
Well, you can't blame Austin Hill for trying there, and obviously a very tight spot, and he's going to, obviously Quapple's going to put it on his door late like that. You see Justin Allgaier with quite a bit of damage on the right rear quarter panel. I don't know exactly how that happened.
You know, I mean, in Austin's shoes, right, he got a good launch, and his plan was he's trying to get the 88 on his right rear quarter panel to tighten him up, you know, so he can kind of use the racetrack up, and the 88 understood that, and he got in the corner just as deep as the 21, and then the next thing you know, 21 has no side force and spins it around.
This race is fucking crazy.
Quapple does a great job. Yeah, what I think is great here is if you look at the first restart, Carson was on the front row. He lifted way early.
Just hit 3 hours.
Position. This time he learned from his mistake and he drove in. He said, "Okay, Austin, however hard you drive in, I'm going in even harder because I have to stay at your door." He did the right thing.
Did the onboard with Cole Custer, who's back up inside the top 5. Now onboard Ryan Truex. He had a front row seat.
Going to put our last year's winner, Ryan Truex, on the front row. He moves up to second.
Sammy Smith, for part of that last accident, he has been released from the care center. Caution comes out in overtime. Quapple's leading, and there's his dad. That was probably once he got the lead, right? When he pulls out front, and then things got
and then the caution
behind him, and the caution comes out.
He's like, yes, oh!
He was probably fist pumping that the 88 was still straight. You know, he didn't, right. He didn't get turned around too.
Man, I just couldn't imagine. You know, just like I'm thinking of my little kids right now. And you think about, you know, you see your son out there racing like this to the very end, and nobody knows the feeling better than his dad, right? Travis Quapple's been in this position many, many times, racing for his whole life. Now you're watching your son in that position. You understand it. You get what he's thinking, went through his mind. You obviously know your kid better than anybody else. You know what your son's thinking throughout it.
Patch draft Marcellus
cool
Dial.
But gosh, I'd be wigging out.
You know what it reminds me of? So Tyler Reddick wins at Talladega last week, and Michael Jordan does the interview on Fox after the race, and he said, I love being here. I love cheering on my guys. I'm living vicariously through the drivers, but I hate it because unlike when I competed, I have no control. Same situation here for Travis. He knows all of those emotions, but there's nothing he can do but sit and watch.
Yep, and you see he's got his microphone pulled back. He's got nothing to say. He's just along for the ride.
By the way, if Michael Jordan played Travis one-on-one, I know who would win.
Wow.
And you know, in Travis's spot, right, I could just speak to this because I was honestly in kind of the same spot as Carson and Travis with my dad. You know, my dad was racing for a long time, and all you can do, you know, as a dad, I feel like, is teach them all that you know, right? Because you've done it in this sport for a long time, and so when they're growing up and they're young and they're just getting started, you know, just teach them all you can. And hey, this is what I experienced. This is what you should try to work on. You know, and now it is up to you. You know, it is 100% in your control. So all Travis can do is just hope that what he's taught Carson, you know, through his life applies here, and it's definitely applying here. I mean, he's leading the race, he's doing an amazing job, and has a shot to win. So that's got to be a cool feeling. And I remember having that feeling, you know, being in a position to win my first race, and knowing my dad was there watching me and trying to take everything that he taught me as we come to the choose.
I'm not sure they're choosing.
They'll do it next time around. So we're going to get a great finish here at Dover. Next weekend, NASCAR Xfinity teams are off. 2 weeks from now, it's throwback weekend at Darlington. Always look forward to this.
Love throwback weekend.
Coverage starts 12:30 Eastern time from the track Too Tough to Tame.
Talking about
round
a track,
11.
another track that puts on an incredible race, and we've seen plenty of finishes go right down to the wire. We see Austin Hill get some tires, I'm sure, after his spin. What a crazy race this is. We thought, ladies and gentlemen, that we were going to end this thing short on rain, hoping that we'd get to the end of the second stage so the race would be considered over if it did rain. We're going to race till lap 208, it looks like. This thing was only supposed to be 200. Like I said, how do you call a race like this when you look at the radar? It blows my mind.
And last time around, the pace car had the windshield wipers on. So rain may play a role in deciding this thing.
We got 2 more laps. Can't call it now.
Come on.
We got too good of a race.
Turn them loose.
Yeah. Here comes the choose this time here. I mean, Carson, I think he's got to take the top again, I think. He does. And look at Cole Custer there. He's going to be on the third row on the outside.
Gotta turn him loose.
You know, he went for it when we thought it was going to rain. Lost all his track position. And has an opportunity to get a top 5, maybe a top 3. Shoot, maybe win. You don't know. So what a great recovery for that team. In the 7, Justin Allgaier's right next to him in the same boat, did the same thing.
Yep. 14 times a driver has picked up their first career victory here at Dover. It happened a season ago with Ryan Truex. Today he's on the front row with the 88 of Carson Quapple, who's trying to deliver for the first time in his career.
You know how much this area, you know, means to the Truex family, right? I mean, being from up north here, so obviously it was special when Ryan and Martin won last year on the same weekend, so Ryan's thinking about trying to grab another checkered flag here. It has a great opportunity to do it.
Double overtime coming at Dover. Quapple, Truex, front row.
Green flag.
Equal start again.
But these guys have their teammates behind them.
Come on, Sheldon.
Tied off of turn 2.
They're going to be side by side in turn 3, I think.
Yeah, side by side. Forward momentum by the 20.
Jesus Christ.
He shifted it there pretty deep. Oh, he's going to clear the 88.
Coming to the white flag.
Ryan Truex takes
White flag is in the air. One more time around at Dover.
1 lap remains in Dover.
They're wrecking on the front straightaway.
Caution is out.
Caution is out.
And the race is over.
And Truex had
Ryan Truex
taken the white flag. This race is over. Ryan Truex, for a second straight season, is going to.
He was my win pick, and he wins at Dover.
Oh yeah, boy. Oh my God.
Tell you, man, he's got to be there right at the end. You got to be close. See the front row at a final restart. You never know what can happen. And Ryan Truex, I believe, led 1 lap.
I think he did.
The most important
one.
Oh, he led 2 laps.
There you see Justin Allgaier loose. You've seen his quarter panel before he went green was already wrecked. I'm not sure how he spun out again. And then behind him, the checkup of everybody. Looks like maybe a chain reaction back there.
5th win this season for Joe Gibbs Racing. third time that 20 cars pulled into victory lane with 3 different drivers. John Hunter Nemechek gets it done in Las Vegas. Martinsville belonged to Eric Almirola. And today, it's Ryan Truex. He goes back-to-back here in Dover, Delaware.
We said a good job figuring out how to stay in the game long enough. Early in the race, remember we said, boy, the JGR cars aren't real strong. Yeah. It didn't matter.
Stayed in the game, got a great restart, you know, and I thought, gosh, he got loose in the middle of 1 and 2, and I thought the 88 was going to clear him, but Ryan did a good job of just securing the car back and making sure he hung on the quarter panel down the backstretch, and was that gave him position, getting into 3 to do what he needed to do and take home a checker flag. That's cool. 2 years in a row. Doesn't get to run a lot of these races, but he makes the most of the opportunity when he does get to run them.
Officially, he leads the last 2 laps.
Hang in there, brother. Good job.
It's the only 2 he needed, wasn't it?
That's right. Stayed in the game, in position late, and delivers in double overtime.
So Ryan Truex wins at Dover.
A year ago for the Truex family. Martin winning the Cup race, Ryan winning in Xfinity competition, and Martin Sr. was here for it all. Let's go to Josh.
Josh Sims is with Ryan Truex.
For the second year in a row, a winner here at Dover. Walk me through that final restart and, most importantly, what it means to get this win at your home track.
I can't believe it. Our car was just good at the end when it mattered. I was so loose all day. I got to apologize for the running into the 2. I ran out of talent, to be frank. So feel bad about that. Shout out to Carson. What an amazing run for, like, his second race? Yeah, I felt a little bad running him up the hill, but man, you got to take these things when you can. And this GR Super was fastest Xfinity internet. I'm out of breath from that. I think I held my breath those last 2 laps. Thank you so much.
Anthony Alfredo wins Dasher Cash.
Love this track. Love this crowd. Just can't believe it.
Ryan Truex, your winner at Dover.
Carson Quappo comes home in 3rd place. So close, getting a little few words from your dad right there. So close today. Take me through that last restart and how it could have gone different.
Yeah, I just felt like, I don't know. I thought we had a pretty good restart on the one before with Hill there, and I don't know. God, it sucks, right? They get that close, and I really don't even know what to say. I think we had a really fast Chevrolet here. G Motorsports brought me a really good piece, and I'm just really fortunate to be in the spot that I am, and I'm happy that I have a shot to win at the race at the end there. But we were at a good car. I just couldn't really get it through the restart really good. I was pretty questionable about the top line. My car seemed to have been the bottom the whole day, but it seems like the top was so dominant, and he just barely got us there going in 3. Thanks, Carson.
20 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina. We're going to hear a lot from him. 2 career starts, 4th at Martinsville, 3rd today here at Dover. Look at the top 10. Sheldon Creed.
So when is the green flag tomorrow?
Gets back to the top 5. So does Cole Custer. Chandler Smith completes a really good day for Joe Gibbs Racing. They put 3 cars inside the top 10.
Green
Anthony
flag
Alfredo
for tomorrow
his 3rd
is
consecutive top 10 finish. He wins
2:11, so I'll be live at
in the dash for
1:45.
What a wild day.
Shit's lagging like a bitch, so I'm going to end this shit. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.